Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
The Grove Collective is here to support, elevate, and protect the well-being of all our student-athletes through a wide range of NIL opportunities and initiatives. The Collective is designed to deliver a best-in-class NIL experience, worthy of the student-athletes who give their all for Ole Miss. Visit thegrovecollective.com and learn more about the premium access and experiences the platform provides for our members, corporate partners, and our athletes. To support all Ole Miss athletes and their NIL platforms, please visit thegrovecollective.com and become a member.
This is Ole Miss Basketball on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
To a meltdown. And never fill your feed with kid photos. You say you'd never put a pacifier in your mouth to clean it. And never let them run wild through the grocery store. So when you say you'd never let them get into a car without you there, no, it can happen. 1 in 4 hot car deaths happen when a kid gets into an unlocked car and can't get out. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Countdown to Tip-Off Show. Time now to take a trip around the Southeastern Conference with the SEC Report. Inside the Learfield Network Studios, here's Dan Kortz.
And hello, everyone, and welcome inside the network studios as we count you down to tip-off. Your 25th-ranked Ole Miss Rebels get ready to take on the 14th-ranked Kentucky Wildcats. We'll take a look around the SEC, and one game tipping off alongside ours from Gainesville, where 6th-ranked Florida will take on Vanderbilt. Both teams looking to recover from Saturday losses. One game at 8 o'clock on the Plains. We'll see top-ranked Auburn meet Oklahoma. Transitioning briefly to the rest of the top 25, already one game in progress from the top 25 from Madison Square Garden, where 12th-ranked St. John's currently leads 11th-ranked Marquette 9-3. 14 minutes, 47 seconds to go in the first half. They are at the first media timeout. That is your look around the SEC and the top 25. We'll take a full look at the schedule as the broadcast goes on. Ole Miss, though, gets ready to meet Kentucky tonight. Voice of the Rebs, David Kellum, catches up with head coach Chris Beard when we return. This is Ole Miss Basketball from Learfield.
The Walk of Champions, built brick by brick, earned season after season. When you pass through its arch, you become a part of Ole Miss history and emerge with the fighting spirit of a rebel. Ford knows that strong traditions start with leadership, like Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 48 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Rebels, only at your Mississippi Ford dealer, based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
The Ole Miss basketball season is in full force.
One-handed tomahawk!
Coach Beard and Coach Yo need your help to pack the pavilion and create the best atmosphere in the SEC. Witness all the action and energy of two of the top teams in the country and be a part of the biggest party in the SIP. Single game tickets for all SEC games for Ole Miss men's and women's basketball are on sale now. Make sure to visit OleMissTix.com. That's OleMissTix.com.
Your home for Rebels basketball. This is the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said,
if it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Countdown to Tip-Off Show. Our exclusive pregame interview with Rebels head coach Chris Beard is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide. With Coach Beard, here's the voice of the Rebels, David Callum.
And we're back at the pavilion. We do have Rebel head coach Chris Beard. Ole Miss and Kentucky about to get after it here tonight. And Coach, the SEC grind, if you will, continues. What an outstanding team we're dealing with tonight, and another great opportunity.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Second round of conference play. And we set this thing up weeks ago as an 18-round fight, 18 rounds of opportunity. So looking forward to coaching these guys in the month of February. It's always been our goal to try to play some of our best basketball. This February turns into March. Tonight we got an opportunity.
February is a key month, isn't it? You were talking about that in the post game after the last game.
Yeah, if you think about it, it's March Madness. The month of March is kind of goes hand in hand with college basketball, but February to me is the month that you set the stage, and so we talked to our team about that all the way back in the summer, kind of how we want to continue to get better and build this. We knew we weren't going to be a finished product opening night, so it's always been an objective of ours, our players, to just keep trying to get better. And regardless of what that scoreboard says, I do think we've gotten better here in the last 2 or 3 weeks since Christmas, and tonight's an opportunity.
Individually and as a team, do you feel that in both cases?
Yeah, in some ways, and we have some objectives on offense and defense, some things that are kind of non-negotiables, our identity, and of course each game presents challenges and priorities in the game. And the same thing individually. And these guys are doing everything they can to help Ole Miss win, but a part of doing that is to bring your best individual performance.
This Kentucky team, very offensive-oriented. They like to put up some points. They like to score quickly, in fact.
Yeah, definitely a three-point shooting team. Hits a lot of their shots in transition or in the half court. Also, I think they're one of the better kind of offensive rebounding teams in terms of turning that offensive rebound into a three-point shot. So we have many things we got to get done tonight defensively. The three-point shot kind of recognition is high on the list.
Owe does a wonderful job. In fact, his numbers really have come up since he's transferred into Kentucky.
Yeah, he's got some special transfers as well as freshmen. Coach has done a good job in his first year building a roster that's more than competitive.
We're looking forward to it. Wish you the best.
Thanks.
Coach Chris Beard, Ole Miss and Kentucky coming up. We'll continue with our pregame show shortly on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
You like this? It's the new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence. Just like you, it's going to do great things, like summarize Dad's never-ending work emails, or create a custom memory movie with photos of you learning to walk. I can see where the mind is blown right now. Get the new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on C Spire's 5G network on us with a new line. C Spire, inspired by you. Apple Intelligence is available now. Requires iOS 18.1 or later. Offer requires purchase of 36-month device payment plan and eligible wireless service plan. See cspire.com for details.
You're listening to Ole Miss Basketball on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and I dedicate a lot of my time going fast. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Let's ask their parents a lot of questions.
Why can't people fly?
Gravity.
Is the moon really made of cheese?
Yep, cream cheese.
When can I move into a big kid's car seat?
For some questions, parents may not have the answer, but that's okay. They can't know everything, but knowing the right seat for their age and size will help protect them in a car crash. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Where do babies come from?
Good luck, Dad. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Is Ole Miss basketball.
We're going to win here. We're going to win sooner than later. It might happen a lot quicker than most people think.
Morrell chasing it down. He goes up one-handed. Tomahawk.
Hotty Ole Miss.
Padula loops it into Brakefield for the dunk. Wow, what a play.
Rebels basketball lives here.
Morrell, the Brakefield for the dunk. Ah, look at the crowd going here in Oxford. Yeah, baby.
Tip-off time on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield. The excitement of Rebel basketball is brought to you in part by C Spire, official wireless provider of Ole Miss athletics. Coca-Cola. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide. By Ford, Mississippi Ford dealers and the Ford F-150, official truck of the Ole Miss Rebels. And by Regions. Get your Ole Miss Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card today. Now to courtside. Once again, here's the voice of the Rebels, David Callum.
And welcome back again to the Pavilion. David Callum and Mark Dukes here courtside. We're getting ready for Ole Miss and Kentucky as we're in our countdown to tip-off show. Injury updates are brought to you by Richard Schwartz and Associates, your Mississippi injury law firm. One call, that's all. Ole Miss in great shape. Nobody's on that injury report for Kentucky. Kerr Creesa is still out for them and has been out for some time, so he will not be available. He's been out since December the 11th with an injury to the foot, and they're going to have out for the third straight game Lamont Butler, and that's a blow because Butler does a great job. He's a transfer from San Diego State, from Moreno Valley, California. 81 assists to lead the team, second on the team with 30 steals, averages 13 points and 3 rebounds. And you could tell he was the National Player of the Week, in fact, after they beat Louisville. 33 points, 10 for 10 shooting, 6 for 6 from 3. Gaudy, crazy numbers. But you could tell they missed him in the last game against Arkansas for sure.
Yes, they did, and talked about it with Jack Goose Gibbons, who works for the Kentucky radio situation. He talked about how big a loss he was to this team, and I think everybody realized it. But now this will be their fourth game without him, so these guys that are coming in for him now probably adjusted and will take his spot up.
Coach, let's talk about a couple of things about Kentucky. The long ball, we've already talked about them, but maybe get a little bit deeper. Mark Pope's team is known for shooting the threes. They like to get up 35 a game. They would like to. They're not getting that many up, but they would like to get up 35 three attempts per game. And through 21 games, they're averaging 10.2 made threes. They are getting up 27 attempts per game. That's a bunch.
Yeah, it is. And the thing about it is that's so amazing, obviously, is the number that they're making of those threes. It's one thing to get them up, but it's another thing to make 41% of them. That's just as a team total beyond I don't know that I've seen that in a long, long time.
There's different ways to skin a cat. No pun intended. We want to skin the cat tonight, that's for sure. But this Kentucky style is to get a lot of shots up. So far,
They're averaging 15.14 fast break points per game, 13th most in the country. They're also averaging an offensive possession every 16 seconds. Their tempo rating of 72.5 possessions per 40 minutes is one of the best in the nation. They're up-tempo, and they don't want to make a lot of passes either.
No, and you know the thing that makes that possible, DK, is the fact that they're a great rebounding team, too. You know, offensively and defensively, you have to get rebounds to get fast breaks, and they do that.
What do you see as a key for us?
Well, that's what I just mentioned is one big key. That is, rebounding. Right. Hanging in on the rebound. I don't know that we can out-rebound, but just hang in. And then secondly, get out and guard the three-point line and get back quick on defense.
So we'll watch the Rebels, see what the plan is coming up. Kentucky's on the floor taking their layups. Ole Miss will be on the floor shortly. We'll have the starting lineups and the tip coming your way here in just a minute on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Hey, Rebel fans. Got a house hotter than a Mississippi summer or pipes colder than your team's rival? It's time to call Air South Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Whether it's cooling you down, heating you up, fixing those leaky pipes, or keeping your lights on, Air South's got your back. We're the champions of home comfort, just like your Rebels on the field. Call Air South Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical today, where your home is our home field. Call Air South now at 662-304-8412. Air South, we care more.
Hun, did you pack my water for the trip to Olivia's game?
I wouldn't dare forget.
That's Olivia. Did you remember to send her money?
I wouldn't dare Wait, I forgot.
No problem. Just transfer it with your Cadence mobile app. You have your phone, right?
I wouldn't dare be right back. I forgot something.
Good teammates make life easier. That's why Cadence Bank is here to help you achieve victory. Find a location at cadencebank.com. Cadence Bank. Member FDIC. Data charges may apply.
This is Ole Miss Basketball on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
When might you be buzzed? When you suddenly love everything.
You guys! I love this song! I love these nachos. I love our kickball league! Ugh! I love this guy! What's your name? You know what I'd love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzzed warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I love your car. Is this real leather?
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
As we welcome back to Countdown to Tip-Off, Ole Miss and Kentucky about to meet, two nationally ranked SEC teams. We do owe you a station ID. Let's pause 10 seconds on the Ole Miss Radio Network. Take a look at the starting lineups of this one for you. The Kentucky Wildcats come in 15-6, 4-4 in the SEC. Mark Pope, as we mentioned, is in his first year at one guard. 6'4 junior from Newark, New Jersey. A transfer from Oklahoma is having a fantastic year. Otega Owe, 15.6 points per game, 5 rebounds per game. He leads the Cats in scoring and in steals with 33. Also at guard, a 6'6 graduate from Ada, Oklahoma, transfer from BYU, number 2, Jackson Robinson, second on the team with 13.4 points per game, 4 rebounds per game. At a guard, a 6'7 graduate, transfer from Dayton. He's from Washington Heights, New York, number 4, Kobe Brea. Brea's averaging 11 points, 3 rebounds per game. At a 4 to 6'7 senior from Spring Valley, New York, number 15, Ansley Almanor's averaging 6 points, 2 rebounds per game, a transfer from Farley Dickinson. And also at center, a 7-foot graduate from Nottingham, England, the home of Robin Hood. That would be number 22, Amari Williams. And, boy, he's a good one. He may be robbing from the rich and giving to the poor, too. He has been fantastic. He leads them with 30 block shots, second on the team with 57 assists. The transfer from Drexel averages 10 points per game and leads Kentucky in rebounding with 9 per game. And he is second in the SEC to Broome of Auburn in rebounding. The Ole Miss Rebels are 16-6, 5-4 in the SEC. Chris Beard in his second year, 36-18. SEC 12-16. And Rick McKay, our public address announcer, has our starting lineup.
On your feet, make some noise. Let's meet the starting lineup for your Ole Miss Rebels. Starting at guard, a 6'1" senior from Edmond, Oklahoma, number 3, Sean Abdullah. Starting at guard, a 5'11" senior from the Bronx, New York, number 5, Jalen Murray. Starting at forward, a 6'9" junior from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, 0, Malik Diaz. Starting at guard, a 6'6" senior from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 14, Greg Davis. And starting at the other guard, a 6'4" senior from Memphis, Tennessee, number 11, Matthew Morrell.
And that's your starting lineup for the Ole Miss Rebels, and we're just moments away from Kentucky and Ole Miss getting after it here at the SJB Pavilion. Rick McKay gets into that a little bit, doesn't he?
He's good at it.
I love it. He's really good at it, no doubt. Malik Diaz having a birthday today, too, Coach. Happy birthday to Malik, his 21st birthday. 10 points, 5.9 rebounds per game. He leads the team in rebounding, second on the team with 23 blocked shots. Out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee, as you mentioned, transfer from Belmont and was at Vanderbilt originally. Padula leads Ole Miss in scoring at 15.2 points per game, 3 rebounds per game. Leads Ole Miss with 50 steals and 80 assists is second on the team. Murray, 82 assists to lead the team, 11 points, 2 rebounds per game. The transfer from St. Peter's. Of course, Padula from Virginia Tech. Matt Morrell has been at Ole Miss his whole career, 11.2 points per game. He's moved into second in scoring, 3 rebounds per game. Second on the team with 38 steals. And Dre Davis from Indianapolis, Indiana, 10 points, 4 rebounds per game. Leads Ole Miss with 24 blocked shots, who was at Louisville, Seton Hall, and now at Ole Miss. Doug Schau, Steven Anderson, and Byron Jarrett, our officiating crew. That's a good one. Ole Miss wearing the red in February, Valentine's month, I guess, with the white numbers, the cursive white Ole Miss trimmed in navy blue, and Kentucky wearing their familiar white with the UK logo on the side of the pants with the Kentucky block letters across the chest in royal blue with the royal blue numbers. You know, one of the things that happened to us against Auburn was Dre Davis got in foul trouble, Coach, and we just needed him on the floor more than we had.
Yeah, 15 minutes out of 40. Goodness, you know, he was 2 for 4 from the field, and in that time could have been a big help down the stretch for us.
Williams jumps for Kentucky. Dia for Ole Miss. Williams wins the tip, and Kentucky's got the basketball first, and we are underway here in Oxford. Packed house again. Driving Williams goes up. It's taken away by Dia, and he just kind of pulled the ball and Williams to the floor. Padula goes coast to coast down the middle of the lane for a layup. He got grabbed and fouled. They didn't call the foul on the other end, but we got it on our end, and the foul is going to be on Owe. That will be his first, and the first one on the Cats.
Wow, that first possession for Kentucky, that play, I couldn't tell what all happened on that play with so many people around the ball. I actually thought probably would get a foul call on us there, but didn't.
Padula will go to the free throw line, and the first one's good as he pops the net. Sean Padula gets the first point of the game. He's been leading us in scoring. Second in the SEC in steals on the year. Second free throw is good. He got them both, and Ole Miss takes a 2-0 lead here over the Cats. free throws on a foul by the Wildcats. A 2-2-1 here, full court for Ole Miss. Still in the backcourt, Robinson barely got it across the line. I don't know if he did.
I didn't think so, but, it was really close.
Williams out front. Feeds left-hand side to Robinson. Robinson drives baseline. Morrell's on here. Steps back for a three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Dia. Gets it to Morrell. Morrell races up the floor. Does not have the number, so he backs it up in the left wing. Now to Davis for a three out front. Good for Dre Davis. That's why we want him in the game. Rebels up 5-0 here in Oxford. Bouncing inside, turning, left-handed shot. Williams got it in there. Boy, physical shouldering between Dia and Williams. And Williams gets a bucket, and Kentucky has its first 2 points of the game. It's 5-2 Rebels, 18:45 to go in the first half. Ole Miss number 25, Kentucky number 14. SEC basketball from Oxford. This wraps up a 3-game homestand for Ole Miss. Davis out front again, picking him up quickly there as Almanor now left side. Morrell for three. No, off the iron. Long rebound. Davis snags it away from Brea, and the Rebels get it back. Davis in the paint. Turns. 10-foot jumper right in front. Good for Dre. 5 points for him. 5-point lead again for the Rebels. 7-2. Williams fires a pass in the corner to Almanor. Now back out front to Williams. Williams works it left side to Brea. Brea tries to drive. Murray stops him. Juju still on him tight as he picks up his dribble. Shot clock down to 8. Out front, the pass goes to Owe. He drives. His shot deflected by Dia. Loose ball. Dia picks it up after a dribble and flips it up the floor to Murray. Great effort by Dia. Murray for three, right wing. No, airballed it. It's going to land on the opposite side of the floor and picked up by Owe of Kentucky. That would have brought the house down, but that was nowhere near close.
Coach Beard was kind of upset about the shot, I think, there.
Wildcats working it down low, spinning to his right hand for a layup, or a hook shot rather, is Williams. He's got all 2 baskets for Kentucky. Both have been little baby hooks, and it's 7-4 Ole Miss.
Yeah, noticing that Ole Miss is not doubling and going to let Dia try to handle him in a one-on-one situation.
Breakfield's about to check in for the Rebels. Juju Murray has it out front against the Kentucky man-to-man. 7-4 Ole Miss. Murray drives down the lane, started to shoot it, flips it out to Dia for a long three. Good. Boy, he needed that one.
Absolutely.
Dia with a 3-ball that goes through. 0 for 8 from 3 over the last 4 games, but got that one to go. 4 for 15 overall last 2 games, shooting only 27%. Got to get his offense cranked back up. Rebels lead by 6, 10-4, biggest lead of the night. Kentucky with the basketball. Left side, an open shot for Owe, but he didn't take it. I'm kind of glad he didn't. He had a good look. Flips it over the right wing. Brea now has it. Brea guarded by Padula of Ole Miss. Drives the lane on him, gets around him, and Dia trailing to play with help side. Swats the shot out of bounds. Big block for Dia on his birthday. I told him 21 points and 21 rebounds would be a good day.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, we really, really need him to be at the top of his game in this game to have a chance to win, and he's shown that so far.
Jamin Breakfield will come in for Ole Miss, the 6'8 senior from Jackson, averaging 11 points, 5 rebounds, second on the team in rebounding. He has been great off the bench all year for Ole Miss. Ball will be looped into Williams. He draws a double team, throws up a wild air ball shot. It's popped up in the air, but on the rebound, we got a shot clock violation as that was an air ball. Williams had to really hurry it, and the double team caused him to just force one up there. In for the Cats will come Travis Perry, the 6'1 freshman from Eddyville, Kentucky, 2 points, 1 rebound, and also Trent Noah, the 6'5 freshman from Harlan, Kentucky, 2 points, 1 rebound. Perry, 2-time Gatorade Player of the Year in Kentucky, and Kentucky Mr. Basketball last year in high school at Lyon County High School. All-time Kentucky high school basketball scorer, 5,481 points for Perry. They had to change the nets a lot at Lyon County High School. Believe me, he was burning them up. Morrell drives, baseline layup. Got the pass to him baseline, and he just said, well, I'm taking this one to the rack. First bucket for Morrell. Rebels with an 8-point lead, 12-4. Wildcats in the front court. Williams throws Breakfield down. No foul call to Perry in the left corner for 3. He got it. You better get out there on him.
That's why he's in the game right now.
Well, he makes that 3. He only scores 2 per game, but he hit that one, and it's 12-7 to cut it to 5. Davis in the paint, spins, flips it back out to Brakefield right wing. Brakefield pump fakes and tries to drive on Williams, who cuts him off. Now back to Davis right wing. He shoots a 3. No, rims across. Williams gets the rebound for the Wildcats. UK will take it the other way. Williams leads the Cats with 9 rebounds per game, second in the SEC to Broome. Wide open for Owe, in and out, missed it, tipped up in the air. Morrell controls. We got a break there. His defender fell. He had a wide open look and just missed a horse shot. Brakefield for 3 left wing. Good for Brake. Kind of glad to see him take one of those early, too.
Yeah, me and you both, DK. I thought he turned that down earlier, and he popped that one.
15-7, Ole Miss leading by 8. Timeout. We'll take it full on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Inspired by Chuck.
I like adventure, so I'm never in one place for long. 1 minute I'm calling from here, the next
From here, or here,
or way down here. Once I called from,
but I won't be doing that again. Connecting you to what inspires you most on C-Spire's blazing fast 5G network. And right now, get your choice of free phone. C-Spire, inspired by you. 5G not available in all areas. Capable device required. See cspire.com for details.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices. Plus, extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with points. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Ole Miss leading Kentucky 15-7 with 14:59 to go here in the first half. Gentile is the official apparel provider of the Ole Miss Network. Check out their new collection of Ole Miss apparel, available now at gentileapparel.com or at Landry's on the Square. The next time you are in Oxford, Gentile Apparel is a proud partner of Ole Miss Athletics. Numbers in Ole Miss's favor. Kentucky is 3 of 9, shooting 33%. Ole Miss 5 of 8, 63% from 3. The Cats are 1 of 3, 33%. Ole Miss 3 of 6, 50%. And right now, Ole Miss has out-rebounded Kentucky by 1, 5-4. And as Coach Dukes talked about in our pregame show, don't necessarily have to win that battle. We have to hold our own. And so far, so good. Malik Diaz got 3 for us, Coach.
Yep. And as I said, on his birthday, he needs to have a huge game. And he's started out in that way. And, you know, we mentioned, I talk about it quite a bit, DK, making shots. I mean, 5 of 8, 3 of 6. I mean, that cures a lot of other ills on the basketball court.
Speaking of birthdays, it's Coach Bird's birthday today, too, Assistant Coach Brian Bird. Congratulations to him. I asked him if he was 21 also. He said, yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, I bet it would for him.
But we wished him happy birthday before the game, too. Good crowd on hand watching this one. Students are already into it big time. 15-7. Ole Miss leads. Rebels' biggest lead has been 8, and that's where we sit at the moment. Looks like Owe will stay in the game with Noah and Perry. They both stay in the game. We're going to see Brandon Garrison first time, a 6'10 sophomore forward from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. He's averaging 6 points and 5 rebounds per game. Second on the team, tied for second with 12 blocked shots, transfer from Oklahoma State. And also Andrew Carr, the 6'11 graduate forward from Westchester, Pennsylvania, who was at Delaware, Wake Forest, and now Kentucky. He averages 10 and 5.2. 5.2, second on the team in rebounding. Owe in the lane, floater, short, kicked off the glass twice. Padula saves it for Ole Miss. Carr's got 12 block shots, 2 for Kentucky. Rebels with the basketball. Morrell right underneath the Barnes, who just came in for the Rebels, and he got an easy lay-in. What a great look by Matt Morrell.
Absolutely. He made that play.
Noah gets it down quickly, get out right wing. Oweh didn't want to shoot the three. Now Perry left wing, fakes it, drives. Padula cuts him off. He flips it back out to Garrison. David Barnes is a senior from Memphis in for Ole Miss. Oweh for three, got that one.
Jamin Brakefield backed off of Oweh right there. I don't think that is something that Coach Beard would have put into the scouting report, because he's going to make shots if you leave him that open.
David Barnes averaging 6 points, 3 rebounds for Ole Miss. Transfer from Sam Houston State at Texas Southern originally. Fires a pass into the paint to Brakefield. Fakes twice, puts up a shot, won't go. Wide rebound, Carr for Kentucky. 17-10, Ole Miss leads by 7. They loop it down low for a lay-in. What a nice pass there by Perry to Garrison, and Garrison shoots it as he catches it and gets the basket.
Got to keep a body on him around the basket, and Malik Dia must keep a body on him.
17-12. Kentucky cuts it to 5. Dia out front. Now to Brakefield. Brakefield dribbling, hands it over to Barnes. 10 on the shot clock. Barnes tries to go down the lane, gets all the way to the baseline. Can't find an opening, in trouble now to Brakefield. Brakefield pump fake, steps back, shoots a three from the corner. Good with 1 second on the shot clock. What a shot by Brake. He's got 6 points.
That's a great strategy for the Rebels. Keep them out, slow them down a little bit on offense also.
20-12, Ole Miss back up by 8 on a big 3 ball there. Garrison, top of the key, dribbles with the left hand. Backdoor bounce pass to Oweh, who lays it in for 2. That was a good look as he was breaking to the basket. 5 points for Oweh. He's the only player in the SEC and one of 13 nationally scored double digits in every game this year is Oweh. And he's up to 5. Dia for 3. No, rims in and out. Rebounded by Kentucky. Ole Miss with a 6-point lead. Cats with the ball. 20-14. Rebels. Oweh out front. Dia has him at the moment. Left side to Noah. Back to Oweh. Now they swing it right side to Carr. Now to Oweh out front. Drives into the paint on Dia. Throws up a right-handed layup. No, and Dia blocks him out and gets the rebound. Oweh upset with himself. He thought he'd gotten deep enough where he could make that, and he missed it. Padula in the front court. John Padula has 2 free throws. Now a 3 on the way. Too hard. Long kick out, and Perry's going to get it before Morrell can get to it. And so Kentucky has the basketball. Perry was a phenomenal high school player in Kentucky. They work it left corner to Noah. Now to Carr. Tipped away by Dia for just a moment, but Carr gets it back. Shot clock at 13. Loses the ball. It's on the deck. Still on the deck. They're fighting for it, and Dia rips it away in the corner. It goes out of bounds, I believe, off of Ole Miss with 7 seconds left. It never really got tied up, and so they let them keep going. Klafke, Davis, and Murray will get in for Ole Miss. Klafke, first time for him, the 6'5 freshman from Brazil who averages 2 points and 1 rebound. And he'll come in. We got a timeout, too, so we'll take a break. Coach and I will be back shortly. Ole Miss leads Kentucky 20-14 with 11:40 to go here in Oxford on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Your home for Rebels basketball. This is the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield. Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I lack a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Comes to a gun suicide attempt, all it takes is a moment.
My son Ricky took his life by the use of a firearm. It broke me, and I contemplated suicide. My grandson, I was gonna have to be here for him. I still own my firearm. I keep it in a safe because I want to keep my grandson and myself safe.
Store your guns, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo. Hear more safe stories at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
Ole Miss 20, Kentucky 14 with 11:40 to go here in half number 1 in Oxford. Coke Zero Sugar, crisp, refreshing, and irresistibly tasty. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide. Jamin Brakefield has an assist in the game. I was looking at some of the career marks these guys are about to hit. Brakefield is now 1 assist from 200 in his career, and he's 3 steals from 100. Could do both of those in this game. But I think the guy we got a point. He's only got the 3 points, but Malik Dia has come to play tonight, Coach.
Yeah, 4 rebounds. 4 rebounds in the first 8.5 minutes of the game, and that's just a great job by him, and much needed for him to be on the boards that strong. We need him to keep that up.
Well, Coach Pope got down deep in the bench, played some young bucks, sent him out there for Kentucky. We'll see what he does now. There's 7 seconds on the shot clock. Ball belongs to Kentucky with 11:40 to go in the first half.
They got a tough inbounds from the position. That's probably the worst place they could have, and that's good for us. Maybe we can get a turnover out of this. That's a hard place to inbounds the ball.
There was a battle on the floor for the loose ball, and it ended up just going out off of Ole Miss. Nobody could secure it. They couldn't get it tied up either. Brea's back in the game for Kentucky. Williams back in the game. Perry stays out there for the Cats. And Jackson Robinson has returned to the game for Kentucky, too. We're going to see the Cats inbounded from, like you said, Coach, it's just, you just feel cramped right there, don't you?
Yeah, and got Dia on him for a reason, too. Get some size. Of course, we got a mismatch there, and they were easy to get it in.
Got it into Williams. 3 seconds, 2 seconds on the shot clock, and 1 second, 0, and it's a shot clock violation. What a job by Padula. He got the ball loose from Robinson. Robinson couldn't find the handle, couldn't get a shot up. Dia stayed on him like a glove, and the clock just ran out.
Yeah, I think Padula got his hands on that ball twice, and that was just huge, as you said.
Murray's back in the game for Ole Miss. Rebels have it in the front court. Driving as Davis gets in the paint, turns, shoots a little 8-footer, good for Dre Davis. He loves that shot.
Yeah, fall away's tough to guard.
7 points for Dre, 22-14. Ole Miss by 8, matching the biggest lead of the game for the Rebels. Brea, top of the key. Klafke on him. Brea drives on him. Klafke stays with him. Now they get it out to Carr. Rebels really putting some heat on Kentucky. Down low to Carr, drives for the lay-in and got it over the side iron. He split a double team and just had an open basket there. Carr's got 13 double-digit games. He's been shooting 53%. On the Ole Miss end, we got a whistle and a foul on Kentucky. That will be on Williams, his first, second one on the Cats.
I thought they might look at that. That was pretty physical knockdown on Dia there, but they're not going to, I don't think.
Kentucky's Carr, by the way, who just scored that bucket, is now 12 points from a career 1,500 himself. He was at Wake Forest, transferred to UK.
Yeah, he's a heck of a player for them coming off the bench, I'll tell you.
Padula will trigger it into Murray. In a corner, Murray drives it toward the right elbow, then flips it back to Dia in the wing. Dia drives baseline and gets the dunk. Boy, he lulled him to sleep. They let him go, and he took it to the house. 24-16. Rebels up by 8 again. Cats in the front court. Cross-court pass, left corner, Brea for 3. No, off the iron. Then tipped high in the air between Perry and Murray, and they're going to say it was last touched by Murray. Murray will check out. Morrell will get in. Barnes, who was out for a moment, gets back into the game, too. Perry's going to check out for Kentucky as they get Owe back in. Klafke checks out for the Rebels. Otega Owe will inbound the basketball for Kentucky as well.
That can't be the right amount of time on the shot clock, can it? It's got to be about 22 or 21, maybe 20.
They're working on it in front of us, trying to get it solved. 10:26 to go in the first half. Ole Miss 24, Kentucky 16. They get it to 20, and so it will belong to Kentucky baseline with 20. In it comes to Carr. Carr gives it up to Williams. Now down low, Robinson out in the corner, out in the wing. Quick ball movement by the Cats. Now they fire it down low to Carr. Turns for a shot. No good. He got fouled. Let's see who they put that on. That's on Dia.
Yeah.
That'll be his first, team first.
3 fouls, just 3 fouls called in the game. So both teams doing a good job defending without fouling.
That's the first one on Ole Miss with 10:15 to go in the first half. To the free throw line, Andrew Carr for Kentucky. Kentucky is shooting 73% on the year. Ole Miss 73% as well. Free throw on the way and good. Carr is a 79.4% shooter. Big guy can shoot him. And he has 3 points now in the game. For the first time, we'll see in the game for Ole Miss, Mikhail Brown-Jones, a 6'8 senior from North Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. 5 points, 2 rebounds per game. Was at UNCG last year. ECU prior to that. Carr misses the second free throw. And a rebound by Matt Morrell. Morrell works it up, gives to Padula out front. Padula still looking for his first basket in the game. He's got 2 made free throws.
Am I looking at a Kentucky zone here? Or
I think you are, Coach. Well, let's double check. Into the corner, Morrell's wide open for 3. Got it from the corner. It's been a shot he's kind of struggled with, but he drilled down one. Rebels up by 10. 27-17, biggest lead of the game for Ole Miss. Robinson, backdoor to Williams, caught right under the bucket over Morrell, then he gets it back out to Carr, drives for the layup, no, but a foul on Ole Miss, and that'll be on 14, Dre Davis, his first, the second one on the Rebels. Well, it started with a mismatch underneath, and they recognized that they went high to Williams. Morrell didn't have it. Morrell can really get up, but he didn't have a chance to really go get that one, and ends up being an out pass to Carr, who got fouled on the drive, and he'll go back to the free throw line where he was 1 for 2 just a moment ago.
Really an excellent pass by Williams there to him, because he was all the way under the basket, and I thought we were going to have problems getting it out, but did not.
Second on the team, Coach, a 7-footer with 57 assists.
Yeah, he can pass it.
Carr makes his first free throw, second one coming up. Colin Chandler's about to check in for Kentucky, first time in the game. Carr's second free throw rolls off. He missed it. Brown-Jones with the rebound, so he's 2 for 4 from the line. 27-18, Ole Miss leads by 9 with the basketball. Looks like a man here now.
Yeah,
Coach,
I think that was man before. It was just a sagging kind of man.
Into Brakefield. He spins to his right hand, goes up, and he got fouled by Carr. He got Carr on his hip, and Carr fouls him. First one on Andrew Carr, third one on Kentucky. Colin Chandler, who's coming in as a freshman as well, he's 6'5" from Farmington, Utah, only averages 2 points, 1 rebound. They put in 3 guys that only average 2 points a game in this contest already, which is kind of crazy. Chandler, season high 17 minutes played, though, in the last game against Arkansas. And he's trying to fill the gap of the missing Lamont Butler, who's hurt. Free throw is good for Jamin Brakefield. 7 points in the game for Brakefield. Brakefield, the second best player in the league off the bench, scoring-wise, 10.8 points per game, 14 double-digit point games for him. He's been the 6th man all year. Second free throw, no, too hard, no good. Brakefield, a 72% shooter, made the first, missed the second. Ole Miss up by 10 again, 28-18. Williams out front for the Wildcats. Looking underneath. Barnes has gotten back in. He's trying to deal with Williams, and now they switch to get Brown-Jones on Williams. Robinson left wing, out front to Owe. Rebels into man-to-man. Owe gets a switch. Brown-Jones on him. Owe drives left side of the lane. Layup, no. Undershot it. Loose ball, fought for. Brakefield's got it. Went off the hands of Barnes. Ole Miss, and then Brakefield grabbed it. Now Padula in the front court. Brown-Jones ends up on the deck in the lane. Don't know what that hat was all about, but a collision there. Padula runs the baseline, gives to Brake, flashing back across. He slams it for 2, and a foul on Kentucky. What a play. Look at Padula with a big smile. He flashed to the bucket, probably could have shot it himself, saw Brakefield, gave it to him coming from the opposite direction for the dunk.
Yeah, that was exceptional is all I can say about that from Sean Padula, and a great cut by Brakefield to get there.
Foul will be on Robinson, his first, 4 on Kentucky, and Brakefield makes this free throw. So an old-fashioned three-point play for Brakefield. You look up, and all of a sudden the Rebels are up by 13 points in this game. That's the biggest lead of the evening for Ole Miss. Backcourt pressure.
That's it. That's
and
10.
they didn't get it across. Chandler just held it when it got to him over the far side of the court, and he threw it diagonally to in front of us, Coach, and we saw the clock go below the limit. That was it. 10-second count.
Great job by the Rebels. When they saw him pick that dribble up, immediately went into a denial defense, and it worked out great.
I don't know if Kentucky realized it yet, but they are in a buzzsaw right now. They got a team that wants to win, that's playing hard. They got a crowd that's been hungry all year. They're coming off a heartbreaking loss to Cal and Arkansas. They better wake up. Ole Miss is really rolling right now. 31-18 Rebels. 8:34 to go in the first half. We'll take a break on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
The Walk of Champions, built brick by brick, earned season after season. When you pass through its arch, you become a part of Ole Miss history and emerge with the fighting spirit of a rebel. Ford knows that strong traditions start with
Well, they took a 30-second timeout, not a full timeout, and Dan Courts is always alert and picks those things up, so he got it back to us, Coach. What do you think so far?
Well, I'm just really amazed that the Rebels shooting 65% at this point, and and doing I think just an unbelievable job defensively against this team. Really got, 2 shot clock violations already, a 10-second count in the backcourt. Just got to keep it up now.
They've only hit 2 threes. Brea's shooting 46.3% from 3, fourth in the NCAA. Last year led the nation at Dayton at 49.8%. Brea has not even scored in this game. He averages 11 points per outing.
Yeah, 7 rebounds for both teams, so we're hanging right there on that stat also.
Rebels also shooting 65%.
Yeah.
That helps.
Yes, it does.
Ball comes into Padula. Interesting part of this is Padula's got 2 made free throws, hasn't scored a bucket. Teammates have done a good job, though. Brakefield, the right wing. Pump fakes, steps back, now drives into the double team, stops, feeds to Brown Jones in the paint, and he immediately turns, Coach, and shoots in an 8-footer. That's his first bucket.
The pass by Brakefield was really good to Brown Jones there.
15-point lead for Ole Miss, 33-18. Now Chandler driving the lane for a layup, missed it. Brown Jones gets the rebound for Ole Miss. Outlet to Padula. Up the floor to Brakefield. Brakefield spinning in the paint, laying, missed it. Got out of whack there and off balance. Rebound Williams. Here come the Cats to Robinson, 3, left wing. Basket. That's what they want to do.
Yes.
They have not had an opportunity to do that the whole game. That's what they'd like to do, is get in transition. They finally got to their wheelhouse. 33-21. Coach Beard talking to Brakefield as they go to the huddle. We got an officials timeout now for sure with 7:49 to go in the first half. Coach Dukes and I will be back shortly on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
built brick by brick, earned season after season. When you pass through its arch, you become a part of Ole Miss history and emerge with the fighting spirit of a rebel. Ford knows that strong traditions start with leadership, like Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 48 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Rebels, only at your Mississippi Ford dealer, based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Grove. The Ole Miss Regions Visa Debit Card and prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big hottie toddy, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Ole Miss pride? Order your card now at regions.com/go Rebels. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
The experts at Oxford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine are the trusted orthopedic team physicians for your Ole Miss Rebels. Their specialists provide elite orthopedic care using state-of-the-art technology and personalized treatment plans to get you back on your feet faster. From mom's sprained ankle to your son's football injury, Oxford Ortho is here for your family. With offices located in Oxford, Batesville, Grenada, Hernando, Cleveland, Calhoun City, and Tupelo, their physicians are always close by when you need them. Oxford Ortho and Sports Medicine is the official orthopedic team physicians for you and your Ole Miss Rebel.
Parts with you in the network studios as your Ole Miss Rebels lead the Kentucky Wildcats 33-21. Some scores to update you on. First in the SEC, the only other game in progress right now is 6th-ranked Florida at home, and they're currently trailing Vanderbilt 25-24 with a little under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Top-ranked Auburn and Oklahoma will meet at 8 o'clock. That's the other SEC game. There's only 3 of them on the docket today. In the top 25, 11th-ranked Marquette at Madison Square Garden, leading 12th-ranked St. John's 31-30, and 7th-ranked Purdue on the road, trailing Iowa 25-24, 5 minutes to go in the first half from Iowa City. Our game, 25th-ranked Ole Miss ahead of 14th-ranked Kentucky, 33-21. For the rest of the first half, here's the voice of the Rebs, David Kellum, and the coach, Mark Dukes. Gentlemen. Thank you, Dan Kortzer. Appreciate that. Dos Equis, corporate sponsor of the Ole Miss Rebels. Go for Dos. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. 33-21 Rebs. As Dan just pointed out, a lot of positives so far in this one. You know, it still is interesting that Sean Padula, coming off an Ole Miss best 29 points in the loss to Auburn, has really just kind of been distributing the ball and running the show, and he's got the 2 free throws. Even I hadn't tried, but what? Let me double check. One shot. What's Padula's shot?
One shot.
1-3
yeah.
Didn't go. So he's getting everybody else in the mix. And right now the Rebels leading by 12. Biggest lead has been 15.
Yeah, that last shot.
No, I take that. What are we leading by?
We were leading by
12 right now.
Yeah, about 15 because they just hit the 3.
Yeah. So a 12-point lead for Ole Miss.
Yeah, coach was a little shook about Break taking that shot early in the shot clock and then them getting the break and get the wide open 3, and that's their game.
33-21 Ole Miss is the correct score. Padula will work it up for the Rebs after Morrell inbounds it to him. Kentucky in a man-to-man. Diaz back in the game. There's a pass to him in the left wing. Down the corner it goes to Barnes. Barnes scanning the floor, trying to work it in on Robinson. Turns, baseline shot from 15 is good. Boy, I remember him when he was with Sam Houston State, the Tad Pad last year. He hit like 20 of those, seemed like.
I'd like him to do that again right now in the pavilion, BK.
Yep, I'm for it, baby. 14-point lead. Williams down the lane, lays in the left-handed shot and scores. Amari Williams with 6 points now. 35-23 Ole Miss. Padula off a screen. Dribbles toward the left wing, looks inside. Skips the pass right wing to Morrell for 3. Good. Matt Morrell has got 2 threes, 8 points. Rebels rolling. He came in 7 threes from passing Keith Carter for 4th with 250. He's got 2. Oh, down low they get it to Robbins for an easy 2. Rebels did not defend that one very well.
Padula got his hands on the pass and just popped right into Robinson's hands for the easy basket.
38-25. Rebels had the 16-point lead for a moment, but Kentucky's cut it to 13. Padula off a screen, goes all the way around, flips it back out to Barnes. Now to Dia, wide open 3 for Dia. Nope, off the left iron. That was a brick. Rebounded by Robinson of Kentucky. Quickly up the floor to Williams. Williams has Barnes on him. Yes. Barnes dribbling. Or Williams dribbling. Has it knocked away by Barnes, and Morrell gets the loose ball. Rebels hustle it up. Morrell gets the front court. Hits Dia trailing. Drives the lane. Left-handed layup. No, but he got fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. They put it on number 2, Robinson. That is his second. 5 on Kentucky.
Good job getting second foul on Robinson. We need him out of the game. He can go off from the 3-point line, no doubt.
Dia will be at the free throw line. He's got 5 points from the floor. He'll be there with 2 shots. He's a 65% free throw shooter.
Birthday boy needs to knock him down.
First one, nope, spun in and out. He gets no cake. Make this next one. Morrell's going to get a breather. Klafke's in. Murray's in. Brakefield will be coming back in for Ole Miss in a moment. Kentucky gets Chandler and Robinson out. Brea's back in. Perry's back in for the Cats. They also get in Garrison, so somebody else checked out. Williams checked out. Dia's second free throw. 38-25 Ole Miss. The free throw is good as he pops that one. 6 points for Dia, and Brakefield will get in for Malik. 39-25 Ole Miss. Backcourt pressure, 2-2-1 for the Rebels. Cats get it up the far side with Owe into the front court. Now to Perry at the center circle. Underhand toss to Bray in the left wing to Carr out front, right side to Owe. Rebels in a man-to-man. Shot clock at 14. Down low to Carr. He gives it down the lane, driving and missing. The shot is Garrison, rebounded by Ole Miss. It's Davis comes out of there with it. Hits Padula trailing. Flips it back to Davis. Had the three, turned it down. Gets in the paint. Doesn't see anything. Back out to Brakefield. Left side Padula. Padula drives. He skips it out to Murray. Right side to Davis. Good ball movement. Now to Klafke in the corner. Klafke takes it in. Spins. Goes up for the layup and lost it off the bottom of the backboard. He thought he got fouled. Did they touch it? They must have knocked it out of his hands. Maybe Garrison got it. That ball just flew out of there.
I thought he got fouled twice, but I can't complain about the officiating, so they've done a great job.
Yep, no doubt. Padula will inbound baseline. In it comes to Brakefield. Back to Padula.
6.
Got 5 on the shot clock. Shoots a long 3. No, off the left iron. Perry gets a long rebound to baseline for Kentucky. Travis Perry turns and dribbles it up. To Brea left wing on a bounce pass. Now bounce pass down low to Garrison. He's guarded by Brakefield. Spins to his left hand. Short off the rim. It hits twice. It's tipped out of there to the wing, though. And Brea for 3. Stepped into that one and got it. Well, he couldn't get the rebound, so he just tipped it out. Brea gets his first basket of the game, and it's 39-28, an 11-point lead for Ole Miss. Now they got kind of a garbage rebound there. Murray drives into a double team right under the bucket. Back out to Brakefield. Brakefield for 3. No. Off the right iron. Rebounded by Owe of Kentucky. Into the paint it goes on a pass to Garrison. Garrison back out to Owe out front. Owe gets the switch, drives in on Brakefield, loses the ball momentarily, chases it down in the corner, gets it back, drives for a finger roll. No, he missed it, and then knocked out of bounds by Carr. It'll belong to Ole Miss. Boy, he got the separation. He just didn't finish there, Mark.
Yeah, I just figured it was going to be an easy basket, and I think we got a good call on the ball going out of bounds, in my opinion, but I really couldn't see it that well, but I thought we might have knocked that out, but I'll take it.
Dia gets in for Ole Miss along with Morrell. Robinson's back in for Kentucky in for Perry.
Yeah, if Robinson's on Matt Morrell, we need to kind of ISO here with him with 2 fouls and see if we could get that third one on him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But he's on Murray, and that probably wouldn't work with a height advantage.
He's the only guy in foul trouble for either team, really. Murray takes it in, flips it back to D at the free throw line, fires, scores. Well, Murray's going to find him an assist, no doubt about that. Leads the team with 82 coming into tonight. Rebels back up 13, 41-28. Brea, top of the key, guarded by Dia. Brea trying to dribble past him, can't do it. Now slips a pass down low to Robinson or Garrison, who turns for a hook shot. No, Carr had the rebound, and trying to knock it out of his hands was Klafke. And Klafke will get the foul, his first, team third. Probably a well-spent one, Mark.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, that they've had a couple of offensive rebounds that have really hurt us, and Klafke was going to make sure he didn't get an easy basket out of that.
We got a timeout here at the SJB Pavilion in Craddock Court. 41-28, Ole Miss. 3:54 to go in the first half. We'll take a break on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Ole Miss fans, college basketball is here. Turn beer runs into championship runs and grab a cold, refreshing Dos Equis to cheer on the Rebels this season. Hotty Toddy Dos Equis, official corporate sponsor of the Ole Miss Rebels. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
You're listening to Ole Miss Basketball on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
This message is for Shauna, my mom who just finished her high school diploma. I wanted to say I'm so proud of you for finishing school. You taught me it's never too late to achieve your dreams. I hope to make you as proud as you have made me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never, ever become a minivan mom. So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, know it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Ole Miss 41, Kentucky 28. 3:54 to go in the first half here in Oxford as we head toward halftime. Dan Kortz will have our halftime show in just a moment. Coming up will be the Ford halftime show presented by your Mississippi Ford dealers and the Ford F-150, official truck of the Ole Miss Rebels. Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks and have been for 47 straight years. Visit your local Mid-South Ford dealer or log on to buyfordnow.com. See why the best-selling trucks are built Ford tough. You know, Coach Dukes and I were talking about during the break, and Mark, you asked for a double-digit lead at halftime.
I have.
You'd like to keep it with this Kentucky team. Why is Ole Miss having success right now?
Well, making shots for one thing, and then I think really good defense and rebounding. You know, we talked about rebounding, and it's, 15-14 now in favor of Kentucky. You'll take that at this point, and now just got to make sure in this last 4 minutes we take care of the ball, don't give them easy shots, make them work for every shot and rebound.
You know, both teams have done a pretty good job of protecting the basketball.
Yes.
Kentucky has only 4 turnovers. Ole Miss has 0.
Yes.
How about that? Well, the Wildcats have got Carr on the floor with Brea. Also, Owe, Williams, and Robinson. The Rebels with Murray, Brakefield, Barnes, Dia, and Morrell. Kentucky will inbound baseline with 20 on this shot clock as Robinson will trigger it in. He's playing with 2 fouls. Scans, gets it right underneath the Owe, lost the ball, turns, throws it up, comes out, no good, rebounded by Brakefield. Wow. Catches that cleanly, might have made it, but wow, right underneath. And the Rebels come out of there smelling like a rose on that one. Barnes, left side. 45-degree angle for him. He's going to give bounce pass to Break at the free throw line. Almost threw that away. Back to Barnes, who's in the paint. Barnes spins. Fade away 15-footer. No, too hard. Tipped by Dia, but he tipped it right into the hands of Kobe Brea of Kentucky, and the Wildcats get it back. Williams with a bounce pass to Robinson. Robinson thought about the step back, but Morrell's all over him. Cross-court pass tipped by Dia, but it still goes to Brea. Shoots a long 3 off the front rim. No good. Murray gets the rebound, pushes up the floor with a 3-on-3. Morrell trailing for a 3. Good! Matt Morrell has 3 threes. He may catch Carter tonight.
Have your game, Matt.
44-28. Ole Miss back up to its biggest lead of 16. Williams picks up his dribble, goes to Carr left wing. Brakefield has him. Rebels 44, Cats 28. Now to Williams, stolen by Dia. Dia's going coast to coast, up for the layup, basket for the big guy.
I'm glad he didn't try to dunk that one, DK.
Coach Beard is clapping his hands. He likes what he sees out of his team. The Rebels are much more the aggressor in this game. 46-28, Ole Miss by 18. Biggest lead of the outing. Williams has it tipped away. Morrell flips it over to Barnes. Long pass to Brakefield. Another fast break. Missed the layup. Williams gets the rebound. Brake couldn't get the left-handed lay-in to go. Now Owe kicks it to his teammate Robinson for a long 3, and he got it. Jackson Robinson with a garbage 3.
Man, we should have gone up 20 right there with Brakefield on that one-on-one situation. Wow.
Robinson has 3 or more threes in 6 straight games. He's at 2 in this one now. 46-31, Ole Miss by 15. That was a pretty good swing for Kentucky. They desperately needed that to go their way. Murray drives the left side of the lane, hands to Brakefield into a double team. They swing it back out to Murray in the left wing. They leave him open for a 3. Got it. Well, they had him guarded, Mark, and then backed off, and Murray's got his first basket.
Well, we'll let them do that all day if they want to let him shoot open looks.
The Rebels, 8 of 16 from 3, shooting 50% again tonight. 49-31, Ole Miss by 18. 1:19 to go in a half. There's a 3 by Brea. No. Long rebound. Dia tips it away into the hands of David Barnes. Barnes quickly up the floor, gets to Dia, into the corner to Murray. Drives into a double team. Hook passes across the court, but he gets knocked out of bounds at the baseline by Williams.
Yeah, I'm glad he got that knocked out of bounds because we need to run this shot clock down right here and get a good shot. and get a 2-for-1 situation, hopefully.
Padula and Davis, who are getting the breather, both come back in the game. Garrison is back in for Kentucky. Also, they get back into the game. Almanor to the Wildcats. Also back in is Noah. Perry is back in for the Cats. 1:07 to go in the first half. Ole Miss 49, Kentucky 31. Padula inbound to Morrell. Pump fakes, repositions, 3 on the way. Good! 4 threes for Matt Morrell.
We've been waiting on that, DK.
No doubt. Rebels up 21. We got Matt back. Right side to Perry. 52-31 Ole Miss. Season high first half points at 52 of any game, non-conference as well. Perry in the corner, guarded by Padula. Shot clock at 8. Dribbles up to the wing, gets to the free throw line. 15-footer, airballed it. And it's going to go out of bounds off of Kentucky's Alomar, who belonged to Ole Miss.
Yeah, last shot here, DK. 29.2, shot clock off.
Almanor could not come up with it. Murray, who was out for a breather, gets back in for Barnes. Barnes said, oh, come on, Coach, leave me in for this last 29.
Yeah, we need that shooter in the game. Although Barnes is a shooter too, but Juju, can't leave him open for sure.
Chris brings Brown Jones up to the center line. He had to tell him something quickly, probably something in regard to, obviously, this offensive play, but maybe he's going to be a screen setter. Let's see. 15 seconds. Ole Miss dribbling out front with Juju Murray. Rebels leading 52-31.
Where's Matt?
Murray. Yeah, he did. Brown Jones did give a screen from Morrell, but they fought through it. Shot clock at 4. Murray penetrates all the way in for the layup. He scores, and we've got a foul on Kentucky.
Looks like we got hit.
Number 11, Travis Perry, with his first 6 on the Cats. The Rebels score with 1.8 on the buzzer, and Murray will go to the free throw line for the Rebels. Juju, excellent free throw shooter at 85%.
No, DK, Rebels are playing so good, you kind of hate for it to be the halftime.
Yeah, do we have to go into the locker room?
That's true.
54-31, the free throw rims out with 1 second left. They don't try the shot. Now they'll throw it up after the buzzer. What a half of basketball for Ole Miss. The Rebels have beaten this team only 14 times in school history. 11 of them have been in Oxford. And the first half tonight belonged to the Rebs. 54-31 mark at the break.
54 points. I mean, that says enough right there. I mean, in a half of basketball against the Kentucky Wildcats, Ole Miss has scored 54 points, shooting 61% from the field. Amazing.
You want to bottle that and use it every night, right?
Absolutely.
Ford Halftime Show is coming up. Dan Corks will take care of that for us. Brought to you by the Ford F-150, the official truck of the Ole Miss Rebels. At the break, Ole Miss 54, Kentucky 31. We'll be back on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
The Grove Collective is here to support, elevate, and protect the well-being of all our student athletes through a wide range of NIL opportunities and initiatives. The Collective is designed to deliver a best-in-class NIL experience, worthy of the student athletes who give their all for Ole Miss. Visit thegrovecollective.com and learn more about the premium access and experiences the platform provides for our members, corporate partners, and our athletes. To support all Ole Miss athletes and their NIL platforms, please visit thegrovecollective.com and become a member.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
This is Ole Miss Basketball on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
August was born 3 pounds, 9.8 ounces. When I first saw him, it was a whole range of emotions. There's stuff I still want to do. Being a young dad, it's not giving up. It's shifting. I look through his eyes. I can envision the whole future with him already. To throw the first football to him, give him ice cream for the first time. My life is now devoted to his life.
Through all of fatherhood's firsts, never stop being a dad. Visit fatherhood.gov to hear more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
On the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield, and it's time for the Ford Halftime Show, presented by your Mississippi Ford dealers and the Ford F-150, official truck of the Ole Miss Rebels. With best-in-class torque, payload, and towing, it's no wonder that the best-selling trucks are built Ford tough. Drive it home, drive it now, drive it like a Ford. Visit your local Mississippi Ford dealer or log on to buyfordnow.com. Now to the Learfield Network Studios, here's Dan Courts.
And hello, everyone, and welcome inside the network studios. Your Ford Halftime Show gets underway. Your 25th-ranked Ole Miss Rebels leading the 14th-ranked Kentucky Wildcats 54-31. We'll take a look around the SEC to get things started. One game in progress alongside ours in Gainesville. 6th-ranked Florida trails Vanderbilt 36-35. That game just reaching halftime as well. One game tipping off at 8 o'clock on the Plains, where top-ranked Auburn will meet Oklahoma. That is your look around the SEC. Ole Miss leads Kentucky 54-31. We'll take a look at the top 25 when we return. This is Ole Miss basketball from Learfield.
The Walk of Champions, built brick by brick, earned season after season. When you pass through its arch, you become a part of Ole Miss history and emerge with the fighting spirit of a rebel. Ford knows that strong traditions start with leadership, like Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 48 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Rebels, only at your Mississippi Ford dealer. Based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
Ole Miss fans, college basketball is here. Turn beer runs into championship runs and grab a cold, refreshing Dos Equis to cheer on the Rebels this season. Hotty Toddy, Dos Equis, official corporate sponsor of the Ole Miss Rebels. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Your home for Rebels basketball. This is the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed. Oh, yeah? Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. It grows louder when you ask for help and you're vulnerable. It is the thread that lets you know that no matter what happens, you will be okay.
When we learn the power of hope, recovery is possible. Find out how at startwithhope.com. Brought to you by the National Council for Mental Wellbeing, Shatterproof, and the Ad Council.
Inside the network studios as the Ford Halftime Show continues. Your 25th-ranked Ole Miss Rebels lead the 14th-ranked Kentucky Wildcats 54-31. We took a look at the SEC. Now we take a look at the rest of the top 25. Two other games in progress. 7th-ranked Purdue on the road tied against Iowa at 36. That game at halftime. And at Madison Square Garden, 12th-ranked St. John's leads Marquette 38-31 with little under 16 minutes to go in the second half. as they are at the media timeout. St. John's starting out the second half on an 8-0 run. Still to come, 3 games at 8 o'clock with the ranked team at home in all of them. 5th-ranked Houston meets Oklahoma State. 21st-ranked Wisconsin clashes with Indiana. And 13th-ranked Texas Tech will take on rival Baylor. At 9, 9th-ranked Michigan State heads to Pauley Pavilion to meet UCLA. And at 10, 20th-ranked Arizona heads to Provo to meet BYU. That is your look at the rest of the top 25. Ole Miss leading Kentucky 54-31. We'll take a quick look at the numbers when we return. This is Ole Miss basketball from Learfield.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Grove. The Ole Miss Regions Visa Debit Card and Prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big hottie toddy, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Ole Miss pride? Order your card now at regions.com/Go Rebels. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Hey, Rebel fans. Got a house hotter than a Mississippi summer or pipes colder than your team's rival? It's time to call Air South Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Whether it's cooling you down, heating you up, fixing those leaky pipes, or keeping your lights on, Air South's got your back. We're the champions of home comfort, just like your Rebels on the field. Call Air South Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical today, where your home is our home field. Call Air South now at 662-304-8412. Air South, we care more.
You're listening to Ole Miss Basketball on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
Put your phone on D&D. That means that do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D. That means that do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says,
avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, Honey Bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
And hello, everyone. Welcome back inside the network studios. Your 25th-ranked Ole Miss Rebels leading the 14th-ranked Kentucky Wildcats 54-31. A quick look at the numbers from the first half. Hot shooting half of the Ole Miss Rebels, 61% overall from the floor, 20 of 33. Kentucky only 12 of 31. Ole Miss also 9 of 17 from beyond the arc. Kentucky did shoot 5 of 10. Ole Miss, though, making a lot more of them. Ole Miss 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Kentucky only 2 of 4. Big number here, though. Ole Miss 0 turnovers in the first half. Kentucky had 6 of them. Ole Miss getting 9 points off of them. Both teams with exactly 18 rebounds. Kentucky winning on the offensive glass 5-2. Ole Miss currently led by Matt Morrell, 14 points, 5 of 6 on the floor, 4 of 5 from beyond the arc, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Kentucky being led by Jackson Robinson, 8 points, 3 of 4 shooting, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc, an assist, a rebound as well. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You are listening to Ole Miss Basketball from Learfield. Ole Miss leads Kentucky 54-31, and that is going to do it for the Ford halftime show. Ole Miss, again, 54, Kentucky 31. We'll go back to the voice of the Rebs, David Kellum, and the coach, Mark Dukes, in Oxford when we return. This is Ole Miss Basketball from Learfield.
Oh, you like this? It's the new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence. Just like you, it's going to do great things, like summarize Dad's never-ending work emails, or create a custom memory movie with photos of you learning to walk. I can see where the mind is blown right now.
Get the new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on C Spire's 5G network on us with a new line. C Spire, inspired by you.
Apple Intelligence is available now. Requires iOS 18.1 or later. Offer requires purchase of 36-month device payment plan and eligible wireless service plan. See cspire.com for details.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership just got even better. Now you can choose from Disney Plus with ads, Hulu with ads, or ESPN Plus on us when you sign up. Plus, enjoy unlimited free delivery, double fuel points, exclusive offers, and free items. Sign up for a Boost membership today. It's an easier way to save, including new streaming options to relax with while we deliver your groceries. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
This is Ole Miss Basketball on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
Ma, is this how you feed a hamster?
I think so.
Is my homework right?
I think so.
Is, this milk still good?
I think so.
When it comes to parenting, sometimes it's okay to think you know. But when it's something as important as your child's car seat, don't just think. Know. Double check if your child is in the right seat for their age and size. It'll help protect them in a car crash. Don't just think. Know by visiting nhtsa.gov/the right seat. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Mississippi. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of Ole Miss and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by Ole Miss.
And we are back at the Pavilion, 54-31, Ole Miss at the break. Dan just wrapped up our Ford halftime show, brought to you by Mississippi Ford dealers and the Ford F-150, the official truck of the Ole Miss Rebels. 6 turnovers for Kentucky, 0 for Ole Miss in the first half. Another interesting note, 3 steals for Ole Miss, 0 for Kentucky. Rebounding leaders were Williams for Kentucky and Dia for Ole Miss. The Rebels had 9 points to 0 off of turnovers and got the big lead here. And, Coach, what do we got to do to get this done?
Just got to keep playing, DK. An amazing stat of 0 turnovers, taking care of the basketball and rebounding. And we're not going to shoot the ball, I wouldn't think. If we shoot the ball like that another half, well, there's no problem. But, it's hard to keep shooting 61% from the field. And so we just got to take care of the ball, play basketball, don't even think about the score.
Yep, 0-0 and
exactly.
Keep going like you got to keep rolling. Ole Miss entered tonight averaging 8.8, made 3 points a game, made 9 in the first half, ties the first half against Southern Miss where we did that. Matt Morrell now with 247 career threes. He's 5th in Ole Miss history. He's 2 away from tying athletic director Keith Carter, who was a great player in basketball for Ole Miss, the All-American. He needs 3 more to pass him and get to 250. So Carter stopped at 249. I didn't go back and count those again. I bet he had 250.
Somebody better look back at some stats in the game. But, hey, I hope Matt Morrell buries his record here tonight. Not that I don't love Keith Carter.
Owe, Williams, Robinson, Brea, and Almanor on the floor for Kentucky. That will be their starters that started the game. And for Ole Miss, you've got Morrell, Padula, Davis, Dia, and Murray, who started the game for the Rebs as well. Ole Miss will have it first, a chance to extend the lead. Matt Morrell will trigger it in. Matt had 4 threes in the first half, led the Rebels to 14 points. Ball has been inbounded, and we are underway here in half number 2. Sean Padula
Only got the 2 free throws in the first half. Murray out front, Robinson on him. Right side to Morrell. Dia and Williams really locked up inside. They kind of let that go.
Yeah, it looked like a wrestling match from WWE.
Yeah. Dia's open for a 3 left side. Good. Williams late getting out there, and Malik Dia starts the second half with his second 3 ball, and the Rebels are up 57-31 by 26.
Well, it's nice to start with a make right out the shoot.
Williams out front, beats baseline to Owe for a dunk. We lost him along the baseline. That was an easy basket for Kentucky. 7 points for Owe.
Sean Padula tried for the steal and left his man and almost got the steal, but didn't work out good.
Sean Padula has it right wing. Now flips it to Morrell. Turns, fires a 3. Good. Rebels. Man, we look like Auburn did the other night, don't we?
Still feeling it after the half, Matt Morrell. Go, baby.
5 threes for Morrell. 60-33. Rebels by 27 for the biggest lead of the game. They loop it down to Williams. Williams pump fakes and dunks. They've had 2 dunks on the Kentucky end.
We need to do a little something better job there of making sure we get the screen and roll covered.
Matt Morrell playing a school record 140th game tonight, too. Padula has left side, gets to the free throw line, out to Morrell. 13 on the shot clock. Down to Dia. Dia about 17 feet away with 8 on the shot clock. Spins on Williams, gets him off his feet. Reverse layup, made it on a miraculous shot with a left hand, and also drew the foul on Williams, his second.
Man, you cannot have better feet than Malik Dia showed right there on that shot fake, getting the guy off the ground and then stepping all the way across the lane for the reverse layup. Beautiful, beautiful basketball move.
Dia to the free throw line. He's got 15 points in the game. He's 1 of 2 from the line. Free throw. Nope, too hard. Rebound, Owe in the lane. Came off the back iron and went long, and it was a long rebound. 62-35, Ole Miss. Leading by 27. 18:06 to go in the game. Wildcats with the basketball. Brea drives on a loop and gets the layup. Kind of a banana cut, if you will. Came all the way around the top of the arc and took that one in, and Brea with a basket.
Really 3 easy baskets.
Yep.
Got to do a little better job defensively. Too easy there.
Murray penetrates into the paint. Bounce pass to Morrell for the dunk. What a play by Juju, and Morrell finished it. 19 points for Matt Morrell. Rebels up 64-47. 27 again.
Slow them down right here defensively.
Robinson tries to drive the lane. Pass goes out front to Almanor. Back to Owe. Drives the lane for a finger roll the front rim. We let him spit it. Owe gets the basket. He just split a double team and underhand finger roll front of the rim right in front. 64-39. Kentucky just can't get Ole Miss stopped, though.
Yeah, it's 4 easy baskets they've made. Fortunately, we're scoring.
Davis from the right elbow fires, misses a 15-footer after a bounce pass from Padula. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound Kentucky. Cats in the front court. Williams, top of the key. Dribbles to the left elbow. Backdoor pass for a dunk for Kentucky's Brea. That's 4 dunks or 3 dunks out of the 5 buckets for Kentucky. I believe that's right.
Yeah, it's
64-41.
Really.
Yeah, it is. 64-41. Ole Miss, though, the big lead. Dia in the corner. Had the 3, turned it down. Skips a pass back out front to Murray. Murray, no look into Davis at the free throw line. Davis drives on Williams. Pulls up. Bank shot. Got it. And it spun around a little bit, but Davis had a nice friendly bounce and got the basket. 9 points for Dre. 66-41. Ole Miss by 25.
There it is again.
Down low, Owe for the layup. Rebels have got to get this stopped.
We're overplaying too much and letting them have the back cut. Got to stop that overplay. Make them make a shot outside the lane.
Coach Beard has grabbed a different player down the sidelines every time. 66-43 Ole Miss. Davis, 15-footer, good. The problem is Kentucky can't stop Ole Miss either. 6 buckets for Kentucky, 6 buckets for the Rebels. 68-43 Ole Miss, 15:45 to go in the game. Williams picks up his dribble, right side Robinson, long 3 off the back iron, no good, and Murray gets a long rebound for Ole Miss.
Yeah.
At least they didn't try to take it inside. Murray All the way to the baseline, still dribbling. Backs it up in the corner. Juju, one-handed pass to Dia out front. Right side to Morrell. Morrell yells out instructions as Robinson goes out to pick him up. Now to Dia, back to Morrell. Morrell behind the back dribble. Left side of the lane. Back out to Dia. 7 on the shot clock. Dia spins in the paint. Turns. 15-footer. Off the back iron. Rebounded by Williams. Amari Williams has it for Kentucky. Long pass down the floor to Otega Owe. Now back to Williams. Back to Owe. In the wing. Owe. Step back at the free throw line. No, missed it, but he got pushed and fouled by Murray. That will be Juju's first foul on the Rebels. Only the 4th of the game on Ole Miss. 68-43. Rebels lead with 14:59 to go in the game. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Grove. The Ole Miss Regions Visa Debit Card and prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big hottie toddy, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Ole Miss pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoRebels. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
The experts at Oxford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine are the trusted orthopedic team physicians for your Ole Miss Rebels. Their specialists provide elite orthopedic care using state-of-the-art technology and personalized treatment plans to get you back on your feet faster. From mom's sprained ankle to your son's football injury, Oxford Ortho is here for your family. With offices located in Oxford, Batesville, Grenada, Hernando, Cleveland, Calhoun City, and Tupelo, their physicians are always close by when you need them. Oxford Ortho and Sports Medicine is the official orthopedic team physicians for you and your Ole Miss Rebel. 68-43, Ole Miss leads Kentucky with 14:59 to go in the first half here in Oxford. Hey fans, you can support our student athletes in the Grove Collective this season through the Give to the SIP campaign. Be sure to visit thegrovecollective.com for more details. Well, Coach, the Rebels kind of answering Kentucky here in this second half, but with a huge first half lead, so far so good, 4 minutes in.
Yeah, I'd just like to see us, that last trip we made them take a shot from the outside where they had 4-5 wide open layups prior to that, so that made me feel better. We need to make sure we keep them from getting the ball in the paint here.
Packed house here in Oxford. Watching the Rebels and the Wildcats, and Ole Miss leading 68-43. The Rebels head to LSU Saturday. This will end the 3-game homestand. Right now, second half, Kentucky shooting 85.7%, 6 of 7. The Rebels are shooting 75%, 6 of 8. 2 of 2 from 3 for Ole Miss, though, and 0 of 1 for Kentucky. Rebels are definitely holding their own rebounding. Kentucky's got 21, led by the 6 by Williams. Ole Miss has 19, led by 4 from Malik Diaz. Still, no turnovers for Ole Miss, 6 for Kentucky.
Yeah, that's a great stat that needs to hang on. You know, if you can go through a game with no turnovers, I don't know if that's ever happened. I don't remember it. I'm sure it has, but now you just hope you get maybe 1 or 2 turnovers, and that'd be it, because they're going to have to press at some point if this score stays like this.
Owe at the free throw line for Kentucky makes the first one. He's got 12 points. Owe, a 75% free throw shooter, and he gets this one as well.
Here comes the pressure, as a matter of fact, right here. Trying to change the tempo of this game a little bit, right? Yeah. Kentucky is.
You think UK's got to do something different.
Yeah, exactly.
They need a run for one thing, and you can't get a run if you can't stop the other team. 68-45, Ole Miss leads with 14:48 to go. Padula gets in front court, loses it at the baseline. Robinson I don't know if Padula was trying to bounce past somebody or got it back tap and lost the ball, and Kentucky does get the steal.
Yeah, he got physically knocked away from that ball.
At the right elbow is Garrison in the game. Now to Robinson for a three. In and out, no good. And Padula tries to tip it up in the air, goes out of, or tries to rebound. It got tipped up in the air by Kentucky. Then Sean just got out of the way, let it go out of bounds. It'll belong to Ole Miss.
Yeah, Owe, he had Owe blocked out. Owe went over his back and tipped it out of bounds. Great call by the officials.
Now Perry enters the game for Kentucky for Robinson. Man, Robinson leads Kentucky in league play with 16 points a game, shooting 48% from three. And Robinson been held down in this one, 8 total points. Does have a couple of threes. Davis in the right wing to Morrell. Morrell dribbling down toward the baseline. Pulls, fires a long one. Good. That's another three. He just tied Keith Carter with 249 threes for fourth place all time. And he has 5, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this game. There's a shot that's going to be good. A three answered by Owe. His second three of the game.
Well, we know Kentucky can score, and they're doing it right here this half, but so is Ole Miss, fortunately.
71-48 as both teams get a three. Davis has it left of center beyond the arc. And now he drives. He got left open. Oh, he missed the dunk. Took it in for the dunk and just missed it. Came out of there rebounded by Brea. Brea in the paint. Step back at the free throw line. Hits the rim twice. No. Barnes, who's in the game now, clears it off the rim for Ole Miss. David brings to the front court, and we got a holding foul on Kentucky as he pushes. It's going to be a foul on Owe. Owe said he threw an elbow, and Doug Schau said, no, you slung him, and Owe gets his second foul. That's the second one on Kentucky. Padula checks out. Murray gets in for Ole Miss.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that foul got called because I was worried Barnes was going to take a quick shot right there, and we didn't really need a quick shot at this point.
Noah and Perry have checked in for Kentucky. 25 on the shot clock. Inbounded Morrell in the corner for three. No, off the iron. He was a little heat check there. Rebounded by Owe of the Cats. Quickly UK down the floor. They feed it down low to Carr. Carr too far on the bucket. Hands it to Garrison. As he goes up, he got fouled. Couldn't get the shot off, but he'll go to the free throw line with 2 shots. The foul will be on number 7, David Barnes. That's his first, and the second one on Ole Miss. Garrison, who had a 2-point bucket in the first half, will head to the free throw line, and on the season only a 55% free throw shooter, and this one rolls off no good. 12 of 22, and he missed that one. Sean Perdue will get back in the game for Matt Morrell. What a game for Matt. This is the old Matt Morrell, right? Maybe that knee feeling a bit better. I don't know, but he is firing and scoring and playing. And
he barely missed that last three. I thought it was going down.
Garrison's second free throw is good, and he has 3 points in the contest, and it's 71-49. Backcourt pressure by Kentucky, 2-2-1 for the Cats. Murray working it up slowly on Owe. Gets across the center line, now flips it over to Brakefield to avoid a trap. Now back to Murray. Looked like Kentucky was not trapping, though. They fell out of that when they got across the center line. Right side of Padula. Padula drives all the way baseline. Bounce pass into Dia for the layup. No. Good play by Sean. He just drives the baseline mark and then scans the floor. He sees Dia right under there, gets him the ball. He didn't make the shot, but he got the foul.
Yeah, he had the two bigs there, Carr and Garrison. Two big guys between him and the basket, but fortunately got in there and drew the foul. At least he needs to knock 2 in a row down. Come on, Malik.
Foul is on Andrew Carr, his second, Kentucky's third. Malik Dia, who is 1 for 3 from the free throw line of the game, makes this one. 16 points now for Malik Dia. Robinson gets back in the game. He'll come in for Owe. 72-49, Ole Miss by 23. And the second one for Dia. Way short. He just undershot that one. Had great rotation on it. You just could tell that it wasn't going to get there. Off the rim, rebounded by the Cats, and Kentucky in the front court. Carr, right side to Robinson. Robinson guarded by Barnes. Rebels really put some heat in the perimeter, and you would expect that the way Kentucky shoots threes. Perry to the left elbow, tries to feed down low. We got a whistle foul called, and that's going to be on Ole Miss on number 4, Brakefield, and Jamin will get his first, and that's the third on the Rebels this half.
Yeah, Brakefield was guarding Carr there, and Carr was they were trying to get it to Carr posted up, and Brake kind of took him to the floor.
Rebels had a turnover on Padula earlier. As we talked about a moment ago, it was the first of the game. Carr drives baseline, skips the pass left corner. Robinson for three. Good, he got it. And he spotted out there. They got him the ball. 3 threes for Robinson. He's done it again, gotten at least 3 threes in a game. And it's 72-52, 20-point lead for Ole Miss. As Kentucky has cut it by 7. To Brakefield, top of the key. Hands it to Padula. Padula right down the lane. They let him go. Then he hands it over to Dia for a reverse layup. No, missed it. Rebounded by the Cats. Up the floor, they get it to Perry. Perry doesn't have numbers. Backs it up with the dribble. Hits Carr Trayley. And now flashes a pass in the lane to Garrison, who gets the dunk. Kentucky's got a bunch of dunks here in the second half. 72-54. They've cut it to 18.
Yeah, the run you talked about, DK. They're in the midst of a little run right here.
Brakefield, right wing. Ooh, he tried to get into Dia, and boy, Garrison flashed in front and stole the ball. They're going to call a foul on him. They said he went through Brakefield. We got a break there. That could have been a no call. Garrison gets his first foul, 4 on Kentucky. Well, we're at the 11:34 mark of this game. Ole Miss leads Kentucky 72-54. We'll be back on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Hey, Rebel fans. For more than 50 years, Mississippi Asthma and Allergies board-certified team of allergists has treated patients by identifying triggers and creating personalized treatment plans. Now, with 8 convenient locations across Mississippi, including Oxford, we're right next door when you need us. Treating infants to adults and Ole Miss students. Find our clinic nearest you at msaac.com. Mississippi Asthma and Allergy, helping Mississippi live life to the fullest and allergy-free.
Your home for Rebels basketball. This is the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, so what's a great way to spread awareness that driving high is illegal everywhere? A catchy song, of course.
You can run, or you can't drive high. You can run, or you can't drive high.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Ole Miss leads Kentucky with 11:34 to play. Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment, Choose Chill, official corporate sponsor of Ole Miss Athletics. Matt Morrell's having a night. In fact, it is a season best for him, 22 points in the game. He has hit 6 threes, which ties him with Keith Carter, 4th all-time with 249. One more, and Morrell will ease past Keith and become only the 4th Rebel ever to get to the 250 plateau, as that's up and coming. Kentucky, though, has made a little bit of a run. The Rebels haven't had a field goal in the last 2:34 to climb back in it to some degree. So, Mark, you want to right the ship and win this next 4 or 5 minutes.
Absolutely. You keep the next 4 minutes at this score, then you got to feel pretty good. You do not want this thing to get to single digits here in the next 4 minutes.
You know, floor awareness has been really, really good. We've gotten the ball in some. We haven't always finished the deal, but Murray, Padula, really everybody has done a good job moving the ball.
Yeah, well, you know, we've got 19 assists on 27 baskets. That's not a bad. Yeah, that's a great stat.
Ole Miss will have Morrell, Barnes, Dia, Davis, and Padula on the floor. Sean Padula has not gotten a basket, which is amazing. He has 2 made free throws. He only shot 1 time, I believe. He's just been getting it to everybody else. 9 of 17 from 3 the last 3 games, 53%. Who would have thought he would not have scored to this point in a blowout over Kentucky to this point? Dia, step back, right elbow. No, airballed it out of bounds.
Just not a good shot right there by Malik Dia. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Take a little more time, be a little more patient.
Ole Miss will be on defense as Perry works it up for the Wildcats. Cats have Robinson, Carr, Noah, Garrison, and Perry. Robinson drives for the reverse layup, hits the rim twice, no good, and Padula clears it for the Rebs. Right under the bucket, Sean comes out of there with a rebound. Padula left wing, Robinson out on him. One-handed pass to Davis, into the paint to Dia. Dia spins to his right hand, tries to have an underhand shot, won't go. Rebounded by Garrison off the floor, and he gets it up the floor to Carr. Kentucky in the front court. Now to Robinson, wide open three. Good for Robinson. He can shoot them. He's got 4 threes, and Kentucky has cut it to 72-57. It's a 15-point lead for Ole Miss with 10:45 to go. The Rebels have led by as much as 27, so they've taken 12 off the lead. Padula left wing. Kentucky on an 8-0 run, 12-1 run over the last 3 minutes. Ole Miss 0 for the last 5, 1 of the last 7. Padula in the left wing with 8 on the shot clock. Drives by Perry. Bank shot. Good. Padula. Boy, he made Perry look bad. Left him in concrete. Drove by him for the bank shot. Big basket there.
Absolutely a big basket.
Perry fires up a 3. Off the rim. No good. Got fouled by Padula. Padula will pick up his first 4 on Ole Miss, and you put Perry at the free throw line, who can really shoot. He can shoot just about anything. Travis Perry, the all-time Kentucky high school basketball scoring king, 5,481 points at Lyon County High School. You coached up in Kentucky. Where's Lyon County?
It's not in where I coached. It must be over on the western side of Kentucky. They play great basketball over there, and he's probably not going to miss one of these free throws if I had to.
Oh, he shot it short.
I can't believe I said that.
We jinxed him. I mean, it was way short off the front rim. Missed the first one. Perry will have another. On the year, he's only had 4. He hasn't played a ton. Some of these guys don't play much at all for Kentucky. 75% shooter. This one's good. Perry's got 4 points in the game. Brown Jones and Brakefield will get in for Ole Miss. Dia, Davis, Barnes will check out, so we took somebody else out too.
Murray's in.
Murray came in, okay. Yeah. Second free throw for Perry, third free throw for Perry is good, so he made 2 out of 3. He's got 5 points in game. It's 74-59, 15-point lead for Ole Miss. Kentucky with a full court 2-2-1. Into Murray.
A little more pressure here than it's been.
Up to Padula. Padula gets across the center line. Gets all the way underneath the bucket for the layup. Got it. Just used his body to block him off. Padula says, okay, my turn. 4 points for him. Carr in the left wing. Rebels lead 76-59 by 17. Long shot. Robinson, no, he missed the 3. Padula's got the long rebound off the deck on a bounce, and he dribbles up the floor, dribbles it out in the corner. They cycle it back out to Murray. Murray off the screen to Brown Jones. Right elbow. 15-footer. Good for Jalen Murray. He's got 7. 78-59. Rebels back up by 19. Perry. Bounce pass stolen by Brakefield, but it came back to Perry. Lost it out of bounds as Matt Morrell, as he always does, gets a hand on it. Perry's bobbled it out of bounds. Turnover, Kentucky. Listen to this crowd at the pavilion.
Yeah, that play got the crowd back into this thing, and that's important for the Rebels, so they need that help from the crowd.
Williams is back in for the Cats. Brea is back in. Owe is back in.
They're going to do something different defensively. Coach just gave them a new signal, and I don't know what's a trap, what they're going to do, but it's something different from what they've been doing, that's for sure.
Brakefield down low to Brown Jones. McHale triggers it back out to Padula. Padula double-team baseline, splits it, flips it out front. He got fouled.
Yeah.
They can pick either player, really. They're going to put the foul on Owe. He was sandwiched with Williams, too. Owe will get his third. Either one was about to get a third. 5 fouls on Kentucky. Not a shooting situation here because Sean passed it. Once he split the double team, he passed it out.
Yeah, we'll take that extra shot clock time here.
20 on the shot clock. Padula triggered in from the baseline. To Morrell in the corner. 3. No. Off the back iron. Tipped up in the air by Brakefield. Controlled by Carr of Kentucky. That would have been his 250th, and he had a good look. Just didn't go.
Good, too, all the way. Just didn't go.
78-59 Ole Miss, 8:57 left. Williams, right wing. Guarded there by Mikhail Brown-Jones. One-on-one. He backs him into the paint. Tries to spin to his right hand. Brown-Jones wanted travel. They're going to put a foul on him instead. It'll be his first.
Yeah, he reached around and put his almost like a holding on an offensive lineman. He reached around his waist and held him.
That will be his first foul, fifth on Ole Miss. Brown-Jones is one block shot away from 70 in his career. All these portal guys that came in and the current returning players are setting all kind of marks. Pass is looped out to Williams out front. Corner for Robinson. Three, he made it, and he got fouled by Murray. Possible 4-point play. That's the fifth three for Jackson Robinson, the BYU transfer for the Wildcats. 78-62, cuts it to 16. Murray will pick up his second foul, 6 on the Rebels. Well, if I'm Mark Pope, I'm telling Robinson, if it hits your hands, will you shoot it?
Yes, please. That's what I would tell him also, because he's making everything right now.
Free throw.
Including free throws.
Yep, he rolled it across the rim, but he got it to go. Robinson, a 76% shooter, makes the free throw, and it's a 15-point lead for the Rebels.
A little more pressure here.
Yep, little backcourt 2-2-1, but it's a little warmed up, isn't it, Coach?
Yep.
Instead of a token backup pressure. Rebels get the front court, no trouble, though. Padula has it left elbow with a dribble. Now hands it to Murray. Juju dribbles it out front. 15 on the shot clock. Man-to-man for Kentucky. Murray, left wing, out front to Brakefield. Brakefield to Brown-Jones. Now to Padula. Padula turns, shoots a three. No, off the rim, rebounded by Williams. And Kentucky will take it the other way. 78-63. Rebels by 15 with 8:12 to play. Williams backing it in on Brakefield. Gets in the paint. Throws up a shot on the rim. It centers and goes. Williams just muscled that one in there.
Absolutely did.
10 points for Amari Williams. 78-65. They've cut it to 13. Ole Miss was up 27 at the 19-minute mark early in this half.
Well, we knew they could score, and they're doing it right here in this half, no doubt.
Brakefield in the paint. Back out to Brown-Jones. Wide open three, and it is too hard. No good. Long rebound. Grabbed by Kentucky. Foul on Brown-Jones. It'll be his second. Team 7. Mikhail has been a good three-point shooter in his career, but that one didn't go. Well, the Cats will have it. 78-65 our score. Ole Miss leading by 13 with 7:43 to go. Kentucky making a move on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices. Plus, extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with points. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Hey, Rebel fans. Got a house hotter than a Mississippi summer or pipes colder than your team's rival? It's time to call Air South Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Whether it's cooling you down, heating you up, fixing those leaky pipes, or keeping your lights on, Air South's got your back. We're the champions of home comfort, just like your Rebels on the field. Call Air South Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical today, where your home is our home field. Call Air South now at 662-304-8412. Air South, we care more.
Syphilis. It's a real problem in Mississippi right now. Anyone who is sexually active can get it. Syphilis is treatable, and symptoms can include rashes, sores, and flu-like symptoms. But untreated syphilis can lead to paralysis, blindness, heart disease, and death. If you're sexually active, use protection and get tested annually. For a free syphilis test, call 800-456-2323. Together, we can knock syphilis out. Get tested, get treated, get well. This message brought to you by the Mississippi State Department of Health.
Dan Courts with you at the network studios as Ole Miss leads Kentucky 78-65 with 7:43 to go in the second half. Scores to update you on in Gainesville, 6th-ranked Florida now leads Vanderbilt 65-56 with 7:20 to go in the second half. Two other games going on right now in the top 25 at Madison Square Garden. They are tied at 57 with 4.5 minutes to play between 11th-ranked Marquette and 12th-ranked St. John's. And then 7th-ranked Purdue on the road, currently ahead of Iowa, 80-71, 4 minutes and change to go in half number 2. Our game, Ole Miss, The 25th-ranked Rebels 78, 14th-ranked Kentucky 65. To take you the rest of the way, here's the voice of the Rebs, David Kellman, the coach, Mark Dukes.
Thank you, Dan Courts. We appreciate that. 78-65 indeed, and Kentucky's been making a move. 6-0 run over the last minute. 5 of the last 7 field goals they've made. The Rebels on a 2-minute scoring drought, and they're in a 1-1 at the free throw line coming up here shortly as well. The unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's. And Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. Foul was on Mikhail Brown-Jones, his second. He's had 2 pretty quickly. Here in the second half, Kentucky's outscored Ole Miss by 10, 34-24. Although the Rebels did extend the lead early in the half, up to 27 points on 2 different occasions. But the Cats have got it back to 13, a chance to get it to 11 with a 1-1 right here. And it'll be Owe at the free throw line, and he is 2 for 2. He had 5 first-half points, 11 in the second half. He's got 16 points as he heads to the line with a 1+1.
Got to keep playing right here. Can't think about the score. Keep playing basketball.
It's a 7-minute, 43-second game. And
That's
the first
exactly
one is
right.
good for Owe. And it looks like if he makes this second one, you're going to have 11. You're spotted 11 points the rest of the way. And this one is good. He got them both. So Ole Miss up 11, 78-67, 7:43 left. Backcourt pressure by Kentucky. Padula into Murray, back to Padula. Padula working on Robinson. Gets across the center line with Robinson on him. Robinson has reached in twice on him. No foul. He's put his hands on him 3 times now. Now to Brakefield, now to Dia. Back to Brakefield in the right wing. Brakefield holding the ball with 12 on the shot clock. Puts it on the deck with 9. Double team, trying to get out of there to Padula with 5 on the shot clock. Left side, Murray, 3. Murray steps, fires. Good! A heartbreaking 3 for the Cats by Murray. He's got 1 a game in him.
He's always good. He makes some clutch shots. You just got to give him credit. He really does.
81-67. Rebels back up 14 with under 7 to go. Baseline shot. Robinson, no. Tipped off the rim by Brakefield, and Morrell gets the rebound. Coach Chris Beard jumps up and gives a signal to Padula. Padula hands it over to Dia. Dia holding it. Now to Murray down the lane. Pump fakes twice. Goes up the layup. He got fouled on the shot. Wow, Robinson really didn't have to do that, but he did. It's going to put Murray at the free throw line. A break for the Rebels. Robinson's 3rd foul, 6 on Kentucky. Jackson needs 2 more in a hurry. He has been the guy that's gotten them back in it offensively.
Yes. Juju needs to do what he normally does, knock down 2 right here.
And he missed one in the first half too.
He's gonna make these. He's due.
All right, 85% shooter coming into tonight. 2 free throws for Murray. He's got 10 points in the game. The first one's good. 11 points for Jalen Murray. Carr will get in for Kentucky. Davis for Ole Miss. Almanor checks out for the Cats, and Brakefield for the Rebels.
Trey Davis has been a little quiet this half. Maybe he could get a bucket or 2 here in this last 6 for us.
Second free throw for Murray. Ole Miss up 82-67, 83-67 as he makes the second one as well. A little backcourt pressure for us, Mark.
Yeah, slow him down. We got clock's in our favor now.
2-2-1 full court. Long pass to Williams all the way down the baseline. He almost fell backwards for a walk. He gets in the paint, and Morrell knocks it out of his hands. And they're going to put a foul on Matt Morrell. Williams got away with bouncing him twice physically. They didn't call that. And then Morrell got it away from him, but they said he got an arm. Morrell's first foul, 8 on the Rebels, a 1-and-1 for Amari Williams. What a body this guy's got. Amari Williams, big guy, and can do a little bit of everything. He's a 64% free throw shooter, though.
He needs to miss 1 right here. Morrell's in too quick, but he made it.
Made the first one. 11 points for Williams. He'll get a second now. 83-68 Ole Miss, 6:25 to play.
Block out strong here. Block out strong on both sides, Dia and Davis.
Williams is 7 foot, but he sturdy, strong. He's not a skinny 7-footer by any means.
Nope.
The lefty puts the second one up. That was a brick. Rebounded by Dre Davis. Rebels with the ball. Long pass up the floor to Morrell. Morrell scans the floor, keeps his dribble in the right wing. One-handed pass to Padula.
Good move.
Padula double-teamed over here, gets it away to Davis. Now to Murray. Shot clock at 15. Right side to Dia. Dia's got Williams on him. Drives him to the baseline. Spins twice, goes up, banks it. No.
Got hammered.
Rebounded by Carr of Kentucky. 6 minutes to play. Now to Williams trailing the play. Gets in the paint to Carr. His shot good. No foul called. Carr gets the bucket. 6 points for him. Kentucky cuts it to 13, 83-70 with 5:48 to go. Man-to-man for the Cats. Juju Murray out front. Right side of Padula into Murray down low. He didn't have an opening as Robinson caught him and guarded him immediately, so he dribbles it back out in the right corner. Shot clock at 10. Now he takes him back in and looking for somebody. Got to find somebody. Gives it to Davis in the paint with 4. Spins. 10-foot shot. Good! Davis. I say 10. It was about 6. And Davis made a tough shot there.
Great job by Juju Murray finding him cutting.
13 for Davis. Back door to Carr. The pass was too high from Williams. Turnover, Kentucky. 85-70. Ole Miss by 15 with 5:15 to go. Dia will get a breather, and in comes Brakefield. Kentucky will get Garrison in the game, and Williams will get a breather. Brakefield talking with Chris Beard. They probably talk more to each other than any two players on the day, outside of maybe Padula. Of course, Chris talks to all of them, but Brakefield really is in tune with his head coach about what we need to do. Murray, right wing.
Which is obviously run that shot clock down to about 6 here.
Yep, 10. To Morrell, drives, left corner, Padula, pump fakes a 3, now fires it. No, off the iron, far side, rebound. Garrison, long pass to Brea. Brea for 3, right wing, got it.
Boy, they can score quick. Wow, we knew that.
That cuts it to 12 with 4:36 to go. Padula trailing the play, tried to block it, couldn't get it. 85-73 Rebels. Bounce pass to Murray. Gets under the paint. Under the basket, rather. Pulls up, 15-foot shot. Good! Short corner right for Jalen Murray. You know, the big guys don't bother him because he gets up so quickly. And I mean, he just elevated instantly and fired it in.
Yeah, you know, he's just one of those guys that makes big shots for you down the stretch.
87-73 Ole Miss by 14. 4:20 to go. Coach's timeout. We'll take a break on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
In Mississippi, our heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes they wear scrubs. I am Christine Iguala with the Ole Miss women's basketball team. My mom is a nurse, so I see firsthand the dedication, the long hours, and the incredible care that she provides every day. The Mississippi Hospital Association celebrates these everyday heroes who are always there when we need them. Remember, they are not just doing a job, they are changing lives. Thank you to all the nurses out there making a difference. Brought to you by the Mississippi Hospital Association.
You're listening to Ole Miss Basketball on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Comes to a gun suicide attempt, all it takes is a moment.
Heather and I had an argument just like any other couple. I was lost. I had snapped. I had a gun and I was going to take my own life. Heather helped me realize that there was still a life to live for the better of myself, my family. My weapon is now safely put away.
A moment of crisis can happen to anyone. Store your guns, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo. Hear more safe stories at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
(87-73) Ole Miss leads Kentucky with 4:20 to go in this basketball game. Rebels trying to get to win number 6. Cats trying to pull this one out of the fire. Ford F-150, official truck of the Ole Miss Rebels. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, and have been for 47 straight years. Visit your local Mid-South Ford dealer. Log on to buyfordnow.com. See why the best-selling trucks are built Ford tough. That timeout was taken by Coach Chris Beard of Ole Miss. Want to visit with his team as we get ready to head down the stretch. We haven't surpassed 90 against Kentucky since 1971. Got a chance to do that, but we lost the game 103-95.
Johnny Newman days. Johnny Newman's probably put up 40 in that game.
Yeah. The only time the Rebels have scored 90-plus against Kentucky, so it's been a good offensive game. Got to tighten up defensively the rest of the way. And, Marcus, you were talking about going to break. Got to shut down these threes.
Yep, I think we need to get out, really pressure the three-point line. If they get a two, hey, just do not foul the three-point shooters. I think that's crucial. And if we can get this score, keep it the same till about the 3-minute mark, they're going to have to do something toward fouling if we can keep it at 14 or so.
Kentucky still has just 8 turnovers. Ole Miss has 1. The Cats are 10 of 18 from 3, 56%. Ole Miss is 13 of 26, 50%. Brakefield, Padula, Morrell, Davis, and Murray on the floor for Ole Miss. You have Owe for the Wildcats, Robinson, Brea, Carr, and Garrison. Robinson out front with Brakefield guarding him, trying to find a step-back three. Picks up his dribble, right side to Brea. Brea hands it Owe, comes to meet him in the wing. Owe working on Davis, takes it down the left side of the lane. Bank shot, no, missed it, gets his own rebound, back up, reverse layup, and scored. Ball came right back to him. Ortega's having a fantastic second half. He's got 16 second-half points, 21 in the game.
I'm starting to say going into a zone trap, and I think they are in a zone.
Morrell faked the three, now feeds it back out to Murray.
I can't believe. Maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe they're just.
It has a zone look to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it did. And
now to Padula, down the middle of it for a layup. I think it was a zone because he just went right down and they watched him go by. 8 points from Padula. All 3 of his baskets are in the second half. 89-75. Robinson for 3. Airballed it out of bounds. And he had a wide open look. He patted his chest after he shot that one. He little bit off balance. And as that one goes out of bounds, we got a timeout. We didn't have him guarded. He just missed it. 89-75 Ole Miss. 3:19 to go in the game. We'll take a break on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Hun, did you pack my water for the trip to Olivia's game?
I wouldn't dare forget.
That's Olivia. Did you remember to send her money?
I wouldn't dare Wait, I forgot.
No problem. Just transfer it with your Cadence mobile app. You have your phone, right?
I wouldn't dare be right back. I forgot something.
Good teammates make life easier. That's why Cadence Bank is here to help you achieve victory. Find a location at cadencebank.com. Cadence Bank. Member FDIC. Data charges may apply.
Inspired by Chuck.
I like adventure, so I'm never in one place for long.
1 minute I'm calling from here, the next.
From here. Or here.
Or way down here. Once I called from, but I won't be doing that again.
Connecting you to what inspires you most on C Spire's blazing fast 5G network. And right now, get your choice of free phone. C Spire, inspired by you. 5G not available in all areas. Capable device required. See cspire.com for details.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
$89-75, Ole Miss leading Kentucky with 3:19 to go. A huge game. The Rebels get to 6 wins in the league, 17 overall. Wildcats trying to bounce back after a heartbreaking loss to former head coach John Calipari in Lexington. Hasn't gone real well, although they have gallantly fought to get back in position to at least have some hope here.
Yeah, they've done a good job on the offensive end this half, no doubt. Of course, Robinson being a big part of that. He's 5 of 10 from the 3 and has 18 points. But Owe, you have to look at him too. He's 7 of 15 from the field and 2 of 3 for 3. So he's got 20. And those two guards have kept them in the game.
Jalen Murray and Sean Padula have 17 assists. Padula, a season-high 8 assists. His career high at Virginia Tech, 10. Juju ties his season high with 9 assists. His career high, 11 against Mississippi State last year.
Yeah, 23 assists, DK, on 34 made baskets is a great number. As a coach, you look at that and think, my gosh, my guys are getting it done offensively when you look at that stat and the 1 turnover stat. And actually, Sean Padula was almost knocked down and caused him to turn that ball over there, and the foul didn't get called. I wouldn't take that one away from him if I was the coach. I'd say, Sean, that's not a turnover, baby. That's not going down in our stat book.
Owe, Robinson, Noah in the game for Kentucky, Carr, and Williams.
They got a quick trap press coming right here. I think if we throw it in the corner, they're going to quick trap.
Padula trying to find somebody.
Timeout, yeah.
And couldn't find anybody, had to call a timeout. Rebels will talk about it some more. Morrell was open. He didn't see him. Murray, Padula, Morrell with the 3 guards, Brakefield and Davis. So you had some pretty good ball handlers out there. But
yeah, you got to have free throw shooters obviously out there now, and I think we do. But this is so important. You really, in the look that Kentucky gave there, you do not want to throw the ball in the corner. Because they've got their 1-2-1-1. They're going to quick trap a corner pass. So you'd like to get that ball in somewhere around the free throw line area.
It's almost like a diamond, and so those 2 wing guys that are halfway up the floor, whichever side it goes to, they're going to help that point guy.
Yep, they are.
For the trap.
If you get it in the middle of the floor, there's no way. Or you throw it in over the top of one of those guys. Break a guy all the way down to the corner, and if he goes with him, throw it right over the top of him.
Well, Coach Beard had a chance after the timeout to talk to the team. Kentucky's going to set up the same way, looks like, Mark.
Yeah.
Padula will inbound it. And he gets it in right underneath to Davis. And Davis now middle of the floor to Morrell. He's got a 3-on-1 left side to Brakefield. Brakefield pump fakes twice out to Padula, and they don't take the shot, so we're going to run some clock. Smart play.
Absolutely a smart play.
Now out front to Murray. The students you hear clapping over there, they recognize that was a good job by Ole Miss offensively. Padula gets knocked to the deck, no foul, away from the ball. Now to Davis with 5 on the shot clock. 15-footer, good! Trey Davis from the right elbow drains a big shot. Rebels go up 91-75. 2:45 left.
No foul.
Owe drives in the paint to Carr for a dunk.
Good move there, letting him have that.
91-77, 2:35 left.
They got to start fouling almost. I don't see how they can let us hold the ball here for 30 seconds.
Ole Miss up 14. Juju dribbles to the right wing, scanning the floor. He and Padula have been lights out with assists and scoring lately. Brakefield pump fakes the 3, gets in the paint. Now into the corner it goes from Morrell for a 3. No. Rattles out of there, no good. Rebound pulled down by Amari Williams of Kentucky. Dribbles it all the way down. Leads to Owe, right wing for a 3. No, off the right iron. Tipped over in the corner, and Murray chases it down for Ole Miss. Robinson fouled him immediately with 1:59 left. That's the 4th one on Jackson Robinson. Will go to the other end, and Juju Murray will go to the free throw line with a 1-and-1.
I wonder who Barnes is taking here, because we got 6 guys on. No, he's taking break. Okay.
Brakefield getting a breather. Brea gets back in for Kentucky. Coach Beard brings Padula over to tell him something. Padula then goes to the players that are on the floor, and they have a discussion. I asked Coach Beard, not this last pregame show, the previous pregame, just kind of an added question in the pregame show. Are you still enjoying coaching this bunch? Is it? And he said he's really enjoying as Murray makes the first one. It's an older group, and he said it's really too early to evaluate that. I'll look back on it later. But if you want to take a few seconds on the side here, I'll say yes, I am enjoying.
Yeah, well, he's going to be enjoying it more here in about 1 minute and 59 seconds.
Murray missed the second free throw. He's 3 for 5. Rebounded by Kentucky. Ole Miss up 15 with 1:55 left. The Cats got to get a bunch of shots up in a hurry.
No foul.
Away from the ball, we got a foul on Ole Miss on Murray. holding foul.
On who?
Juju picks up his third, team ninth. I think he grabbed Carr, who's flashing across the lane.
Man, let him score here with a clock stop. That's not a good move at all.
You know, Almanor has not scored at all. He's only scoring 6 a game, but he's in the last 6 games, 17 to 28 from 3, 61%. Had really been coming on lately, but he hasn't been a factor in this one.
And hasn't played that much, actually, if I'm looking at the right stat. Well, yeah, he has, too. 15 minutes. But.
Carr at the free throw line for Kentucky. He's 2 for 4, has 8 total points. Front end of the 1-and-1, centers and goes. He brought a lot of iron there, but it worked out. 92-78 Ole Miss with a minute 52 left. Second free throw for Andrew Carr.
All right, you block out here, you get a rebound. Or you throw it inbounds and make sure you don't turn it over against this press.
Carr's now 5 points from 1,500 in his career. This one is good. It bounced all over the place, too, but he got it to go. 4 points away from 1,500, but he will check out as Trent Noah will come back into the game for Kentucky.
Yeah, they got all guards in the game except the big man. Got to get it across, Matt. Got to get it across.
Into Morrell, and he dribbles up the near sideline. Ole Miss leading 92-79 by 13 with a minute 43 to go. Right side to Barnes. David Barnes just holding it with 15 on the shot clock.
Yeah, they're not
holding
fouling.
it. Now dribbling, steps back for a three. No, off the iron. Rebound. Williams comes up with it. That was a long shot by Barnes. Still had some time on the clock. Williams swings the pass right corner to Owe. He tries to penetrate, and Padula hit him twice. Now he follows through and makes the bucket, but they're going to call the foul before a blocking foul, and Padula gets his second. 10 on the Rebels. 2 free throws for Otega Owe.
They hadn't called that foul all game, and all of a sudden now he's going to call that. He just held his ground, and Owe ran into him. But
yeah, that's kind of what Sean was saying. But if you're Kentucky now, you're trying to do everything. A little acting to try to get some fouls is part of the deal, too. 92-79, Ole Miss with a minute 20 left. 2 free throws for Owe. The first one is good as the Cats can cut into the lead with no clock moving. That cuts it to 12, 92-80.
I just don't know how they can let us run another shot clock off.
Yeah, you feel like they're to the point where they got a foul. Owe's second one is good. He got them both. He's had a fantastic second half, by the way. He's 6 for 6 from the line in the second half. Rebels by 11. Full court press from Kentucky. Comes into Barnes, and he's fouled immediately by Travis Perry. So there you go. Second foul on Perry. 8 on Kentucky. We go the other end. And to the free throw line will go David Barnes. Barnes, remember that miss against Texas A&M? That late miss, and he got redemption against Texas. He's 9 for 9 since that miss. As he'll go to the free throw line, try to keep that going with a 1-and-1.
Yeah, and the Rebels are still, 2 fouls short of a double bonus, which I was hoping we could get in quicker, but we'll just take the 1-and-1, and he's going to knock them down anyway.
Barnes, a 75% shooter from the charity stripe. Front end of the 1-and-1 for him. 92-81 Ole Miss, 1:20 to go. And he got it. Nice job. 5 points. He's hit 10 straight free throws since that miss. It really ate at David, that game.
It did.
But there's so many other things in that game. It always is accented when it's a missed free throw at that moment of time. You get that. But truth of the matter is we just let that one get away.
Yeah, you can never blame one guy in a game like that. I mean, there's so many things that could have happened before that gave him that opportunity. You cannot do it.
Second free throw, good for Barnes, too. Rebels up 13, 94-81, $1:13 left. Brea for a three. No, off the back iron. Morrell clears for the rebound, and he gets fouled. We'll go to the other end, and Matt will go to the free throw line. Flips the ball down the floor to Doug Shows. The foul's on 22. Amari Williams, his third, team 9th. So a 1-and-1 here, Mark, then 2 the rest of the way.
Yep, that's good because we still got a minute and 7. And, you feel like 13 points is safe, and I'm beginning to feel like it is. I'm not one to really get too fired up till it's over, but I'm beginning to feel good about it, DK.
Morrell's had some really good games against Kentucky. He makes the first free throw here. Morrell, 1 free throw away from 300 now in his career. He had 16 points, 6 rebounds in a loss at Kentucky last year, 25 points in the 21 game, and he's going off on them again, 23 points right now. This one, good, 300th made career for Matt Morrell. Might have put an exclamation point on this one. Rebels by 15 with $1:04 to go. Williams drives for the dunk. He missed it as it flashed across the top of the rim, and he was pushed and fouled by Dre Davis, but that did prevent the bucket.
Coach got to call Dre Davis over. Yeah, he is. Just let him have it, Dre. That's what he's telling him, I'm sure.
Yep. He'll get 2 free throws out of this. A closer game, you don't want the sure basket, you get it, but Perry's about to check in. Williams 1 for 2 from the line. First one, nope, rattled out, no good. He'll get a second one. 1:01 to play. Ole Miss 96, Kentucky 81. The Rebels have scored more points on Kentucky than they have in school history here tonight in Oxford. Williams next one. Good. Got that one to go in.
Get it
12 points for him.
Yeah, get it in bounds, DK, right here.
Padula triggered in, full court press into Davis, and Davis got shoved in the back by Owe immediately. That'll be his 4th. 10 fouls, too, so you get 2 shots on the other end and 2 shots the rest of the way.
I'd like to see us get 100 on him, wouldn't you?
Wouldn't you? I was
Kentucky.
just thinking that. We've been working together too long. I was thinking, 100 on Kentucky, that sounds pretty good.
The old break the clock, baby.
That's kind of greedy, I guess, but I think all these games we play with these guys, let's get greedy. First free throw is good for Dre Davis. That's his first free throw attempt. Dre's having a great game. Played only 14 minutes, and the first foul out for him of the season against Auburn. Dre Davis with the second free throw on the way. He got them both. He's had a big game tonight. 17 points. Rebels lead 98-82 with 56 seconds left. Up by 16. Backdoor pass and a dunk for Owe. And the Rebels just kind of let that one go. The pass comes into Padula.
They're not going to foul, DK. They don't want
look
us to
like
get 100. No, they don't.
24 on the shot clock, 46 on the game clock. Rebels going to win this game. Rebels going to knock off Kentucky. Only the first win for Kentucky in the last 11 tries. Padula has it knocked out of his hands here at the center line with 36 seconds left in the game, 14 on the shot clock. Ole Miss 98, Kentucky 84. Matt Morrell, who came tonight and showed out, gets a long pass to Davis with 13 seconds, 12 seconds. Rebels just, the clock is all it's about. Run it out, get the dub. Now he hands it to Murray with 5 seconds. Murray, left wing, pulls, fires a 3. No, off the rim. And then Morrell goes up and knocks it off of Williams and out of bounds. Matt Morrell's going to play to the buzzer. You can guarantee that. And Ole Miss will inbound baseline with 21 seconds left to go. They'll have 20 on the shot clock. And can basically run it out if Kentucky lets Ole Miss do it.
Fans are wanting that shot to go down to get to 100. Coach Beard, I think, is telling them, do not shoot the dadgum ball.
98-84. Ole Miss is going to beat Kentucky to go to 6-4 in the SEC. 17-6 in the league. Over to Murray with 8 seconds left. Juju to Morrell. Fires the 3. No, off the back iron. Kentucky gets the rebound, and the Cats will throw it length of the floor. And Ole Miss smokes Kentucky in Oxford 98-84. What a win for this year's team, first of all, and against Big Blue Nation.
How sweet it is when you beat Kentucky. I don't care what their record is. I don't care who's coaching them. Beating Kentucky is always sweet.
We'll take a break on the Ole Miss Radio Network. Dano.
Bull riding. The perfect fusion of strength, skill, and pure willpower. Professional bull riders aren't just athletes. They're daredevils with cowboy souls. Come experience the true modern West, where 8 seconds of glory will create a lifetime of memories. It's PBR Memphis at FedEx Forum, February 15th. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com and PBR.com. Hold on tight. The ride of your life is about to begin.
The experts at Oxford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine are the trusted orthopedic team physicians for your Ole Miss Rebels. Their specialists provide elite orthopedic care using state-of-the-art technology and personalized treatment plans to get you back on your feet faster. From mom's sprained ankle to your son's football injury, Oxford Ortho is here for your family. With offices located in Oxford, Batesville, Grenada, Hernando, Cleveland, Calhoun City, and Tupelo, their physicians are always close by when you need them. Oxford Ortho and Sports Medicine is the official orthopedic team physicians for you and your Ole Miss Rebel.
This is Ole Miss Basketball on the Ole Miss Sports Network from Learfield.
You say you'd never give in to a meltdown and never fill your feed with kid photos. You say you'd never put a pacifier in your mouth to clean it and never let them run wild through the grocery store. So when you say you'd never let them get into a car without you there, no, it can happen. 1 in 4 hot car deaths happen when a kid gets into an unlocked car and can't get out. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
The game may be over, but we're far from finished. Our coverage of Ole Miss basketball continues now with the C Spire postgame show. C Spire. In C Spire country, blazing fast speeds live where you do. From gigabit fiber internet to nationwide 5G coverage. See how C Spire can bring you up to speed today at cspire.com. The C Spire postgame show is also brought to you by Regions.